What's happening, people? Big up the fucking Messi fame. Right back at yous. Let's give a few mentions, eh? Big up Steve lad. Big up Miss OG. Big up Al D. I think I was rhyming him, yeah? Big up D for Dave and Bear. Big up the three-man killer. Big up my man from Jersey. Just do boxing. Jersey, America. Big up. Big up the Scottish Stoner lad. Big up Brian Scott. And all lad. I've got it on here as well, mate. So yeah, I can do fucking any commentaries or anything you want, on that. Start at 7, doesn't it? So I've got it on now. But I mean, I can give you anything you want. Big up Crazy Hell. Big up Sean, mate. Big up 210 Records. Big up Mr. England. Big up Radio Babs. Thank you. Big up Tim Smith, killer. Let's speak about you. Jump on the panel soon, can't you, Tim? Speak about Wales, mate. Big up Vanda. Yes. Big up Crossy, killer. Big up Kira. Big up King of Kings. I used to have it on bro. Big up John Smith, the cut reporter extraordinaire. We've got our emblem, haven't we? Our avatar, John. The score, lad. Expo all the way, aren't we, kidder? Big up goalless shorts, lad. Mad day today on YouTube, aren't people? Fuck me. Oh, it's never a dull moment, is it, on YouTube? You know what? I've been watching, all day on shufflings, on kisses, and flavours. But with regards, you just want a day where you don't even have to, put any comments. Some days are just like watching. Fucking all kicked off, hasn't it? And Andrew J's been on flavours for ages. Bottom line is he mentioned kids, mate, which he shouldn't have. This rang me off the phone as well earlier on, and he was in the McDonald's with his kids, by the way. Yeah, it's just anyone knows who's in the McDonald's with his kids, and he put them on the background. So all that bullshit about him, just wrong. And it's simple as. Let me just get this. You know what? I won't even mess about. Let's not mess about, mate. Spirit Saturday. Basically, I always go with the letters, don't I? Mad Mondays, Wacky Wednesdays, Fucky Fridays type thing. Spirit Saturday. Should have said spirits up, shouldn't I? But it wouldn't rhyme in my thing. I was thinking spirits up Saturday, but then it just wouldn't rhyme. So basically what it meant is let's get our spirits back up. Let's get everything on, have a little laugh and that. Argentina game. Argentina get beat out, man. What the fuck? That's going to be heavy, isn't it? So yeah, anyone want to jump on? How's it? How have you all been anyway, people? Big respect for you popping in, man. I'd be fuck all without you, so massive respect. And I see all the comments, I see all yous in lives, I see what you say, and honestly, couldn't be any more happier than where I am now. I only need to do this live, and I think I only need to do what? Over five Sunday night, mate. You know what though, too, man. Right, so what did I have? I had what was it the other week? Mad Magic Mushroom Messi Monday, Tank Top Tuesday, Wacky Wednesday, Thursdays, Fuck It Friday, Surprise Saturdays, and what's for Sunday? Oh, I don't know. Get the things, and I might do a live tomorrow. Don't know. Get the ideas in. Whatever I pick, don't forget. I picked these. I picked the tank top and the Thursdays from people in the chat. Really, Mad Mondays, Wacky Wednesdays, Fucking Fridays. I might have even got them off people in the chat months ago. Never know, That's the one, Vanda. It's the one, kidder. No, it's got to rhyme. Look, 2 people just put that. How mad's that? That's weird, That's a front runner for me, mate. That's a front runner. Look at that, 2 people said the same thing there. Big up. There's the batty fish of all batty fishes.
Oh!
What's happening, Dave, mate?
Right, hang on a minute. I've got an exclusive here. I've got an exclusive here for you.
That's what we like to hear, Dave.
Let me just turn the camera around. Right, I don't know whether you all saw the...
Lad. Big respect to you, Rob.
I don't know whether you all saw the short that I put up earlier. I writ down with the dog. The dog picked the winner out of the France-Denmark game, yeah? I writ the two teams down on separate bits of paper and put them on the floor. And Bear sniffed the hell out of France, yeah? So that's one he's got today. So what I've got now, look.
Go on.
Look. Got an Argentina one.
Yeah.
And I've got a Mexico one, look.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to put them on the floor. And let's see if he can make it 2 out of 2 today.
You need to avatar for the Exposure TV, mate. And we might have a mysterious bear, might be like the octopus.
Are we ready?
Go on, Bear. You pick the winner, lad, of this game, bro.
Go on, then.
Go on, Bear. You pick the winner, kidder.
Get one. Which one?
What's that? And all you need to see, mate.
Oh, is a bit. Oh, Mexico. Oh, which one are you having? Come on.
Oh, which one, Bear?
That was a bit touch and go, that, mate.
Let's put it on full screen. Let's see.
I've gone with Argentina there, look, mate, and walked away. There's your answer.
Hang on, just in case it goes back again, Dave. Let's have a little look. Yeah, he went to Argentina twice, didn't he? Well done, Bear. Pick up the Bear. So you never know then, mate. It's like Dave, lad. See what I mean? We even have on the Messi fame, we even have dogs that are like predicting scores and making people money. Can't buy that anywhere else on YouTube, can we, Dave?
No, mate.
Exactly. So you regard someone just put, Bear, can we have your autograph? What basically you need to do is you need to be by Bear, and then you just got to let it woof at you, and you just got to take a selfie while it's woofing at you. That seems about right, doesn't it? There's no other ways to say. How can you get out? It's funny that though. Well done, Bear. Get up, son.
Do that again. Do that again.
What's happening, Bear, kid?
Gone to the door.
Oh, and we get exclusive that
he's
channel owner, he put dogs asleep by accident. Channel owner, just channel host, whatever you call it. Well done, Bear. So what you reckon on the thingy today? I heard you're having. I watched it, Dave, and you and Chris. Big up Bluebells. I spoke to Chris, before lad, on the phone. He was in McDonald's with the kids, and he said, he didn't mean it in regards to yourself. He'll jump on anyway. He just said about it's just obviously the wrong time, because he was that irate, in regards to he's on Flavors now. He's been on Flavors for ages, hasn't he?
It's already gone over my head, mate. I said what I need to say.
I said that. I said, lad, it'll be the easiest thing in the world. He said, Dad, I like Dave. And I said, I know. I said, it'll be the easiest thing in the world to sort you and Dave. Do not worry about that. He was worrying about that. I said, don't.
Mate, even though I said what I said, I stick by what I said. I've got no problem with him. Do you know what I mean? I was just speaking on what I was watching. Simple as that.
It's mad because the bottom line is, he was on Flavors. He's still on Flavors now. And I was in the chat. And I just said, and it was facts, lad, you've mentioned kids, and that's it, facts. And he said, what about 11 minutes? I went, no, what about 11 minutes? 11 hours, 19 minutes. He mentioned his kid, lad. Doesn't matter if he's ripping him, saying get a rope and that. You just say you get one back. You just say, well, you get the rope first. You don't go deep in regards to obviously kids staying in. Come on, lad. That was just fucking mental, wasn't it?
That's what I said, mate. I don't know whether you heard what I said about Andrew, and I stick by that as well, mate.
I didn't see that bit. Nah, Dave, what did you say, mate? I seen a bit. I just come on and then you...
He seems like a very bitter person, mate. He's
Oh yeah.
he's a bit woe is me. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to me, looking in from the outside, it seems that he still hasn't got over the death of his girlfriend, mate, and that's why he's drinking so much. He needs to
Oh, is
sort
that
them
what it is,
issues
mate?
out,
Yeah.
mate. He needs
Oh,
to
I
sort
didn't
them
even know
issues
about
out,
that, you know.
sharpish, before he drinks himself into an early grave. Because all he'll do is he just won't wake up one day, mate.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
as
know.
simple as
That's
that.
true, isn't it?
That's
You just need to get.
that's me being
Yeah.
honest. Do you know what I mean? That's
The
what'll
mad
happen.
thing is, mad thing is on YouTube, the drama gets numbers and all that, but we need to get like that's why I said spirits Saturday. Basically, spirits. Let's get spirits up where we have like an hour or so where it's like we'll still speak about fucking everything that's being said and that. But Dave, 2 seconds, my mate. 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Who we got in the chat?
Yeah,
Rubo,
no, that's down. Big up, Messi.
Sean,
No, but Dave, it's
210.
mad regards to what, like it goes to show you because Chris, I was honest. Well, obviously I was in the chat, but didn't even put anything in the chat. Nice, Dave. You know, just having days where you don't put anything in any chats.
Yeah.
But you are watching, and it's mad. Soon as like and then Sparky come on and that, but Sparky was spot on because Sparky just bought whatever else, and then Sparky obviously said sorry. But the bottom line is it. Andrew, he come on straight away on flavors, and he was like, that 2 seconds, Dave.
Yeah. Mishi, hope you well. Tim, Vander, Crazy Hill, Sean Wayne. Howdy, cowboy. Ice chain. Sean Wayne, Ice chain. I'm a poet and don't I know it? I'm a fuck. The wife's shopping in York. And fucking every minute that goes past, I'm just having visions of the bank account going down and down and down. She's fucking ruthless with that bank card, I tell you. I've got a few goodies though, I've heard, so I'm not fussed. Kelvin. I just want to say now, after that exclusive of bear picking Argentina for tonight, if anyone wins out of it, I want a quarter. How about that? Bottom of the league, Argentina, aren't they? On 0 points. Oh, don't, Sean. Do you know, I was thinking about it yesterday, and all I could think about when I was a kid, yeah, I had a shitty upbringing, yeah. I could talk openly about that. Christmas wasn't nothing special, but like for like proper normal families who did treat the kids, from what they used to get then to what they get now, it's ridiculous. Like my lads wanting £160 jackets and that, £120 computer desks, and it's like what the. Oh, it never ends, man. Evening, Diane. The one and only Aldi. If I didn't have kids, I wouldn't celebrate Christmas, to be fair, I don't think. I've always thought of Christmas as, I don't know, as you grow up, it's like a family thing, but I never had that as a kid, so it don't really bother me, to be fair. I'm a bit of a Grinch at Christmas. I won't lie. Devil's left meat. No, that's true, that, Vander. Very true. No, that's true, that 210. I can see him smashing the Mexicans tonight, if I'm honest. Exposure TV. God bless. Hope you're well. He's left me Expo. He's fucking left me and done one. Bar humbug. Hey, I say I hate Christmas. That's the one fucking good thing about Christmas is some of them old films that are on telly. And plus I get 14 days off, get 2 weeks off as well at Christmas. Yeah, boy. No alarm for 2 weeks. I won't want to go back. Was it Dylan White fighting tonight?
Sorry, Dave, lad.
What's happening,
Sorry,
mate? Don't worry
Sorry,
about
lad.
that, mate. Don't worry about
Lad,
me,
you know
mate. I can happily
what?
just plod along talking away, mate, to myself.
You know what, mate? It's mad, isn't it? Because we've all been there, you know, when someone's left us on the panel and that's dead easy. You just go through the chat, innit?
Yeah, but do you know what I found interesting though, Daz? Yeah. Do you know, like in that situation there where you're not the panel host, but you're on the panel, and then the host leaves for a bit, so you have to take over. I find it easier on somebody else's panel than I used to doing my own.
Yeah, it's a piece of piss, isn't it?
It's weird, mate.
It is, though, mate, isn't it? Big up Diane. Big up Calvin, mate. Big up Expo, bro.
Is it Dylan White tonight?
Yeah, Dylan White. Beat that Franklin.
Danny Christie as well, isn't it?
New fight, Danny Christie. What's happening, Fly, bro?
Yes, Fly. Ooh, nearly said it.
As soon as I get to 1,000, let's put this one. As soon as I get to 1,000 subs, I'm doing a 24-hour live. Yes, Expo. Look at that. See, back each other up, mate. Isn't it? Honestly.
Expo, I don't know whether you saw my short this morning that I did, where my dog picked France to win, which they have. I've just done
good idea, that, Dave. Good idea, that.
And he picked Argentina.
Yeah, hopefully the baby's okay, mate. Well, we speak behind the scenes anyway, but it's mad because, like, you know, regards like his thingy, it's because speak behind the scenes anyway. But I mean, you still got to put comments and likes and that because it's built his channel up as well. You know, all the comments and the likes. You've still got to do that. As one, he's big and he's big in the game, so you've got to do that.
Is that on at the minute, Trailblazer? Is it? Are the prelims on already?
So what time's the Danny Christie fight?
7 o'clock. It starts in Newcastle, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it really, lads? Yeah. I don't even know, lad. What time?
Yeah, it won't start that late, will it?
Christie main event then, or what?
No, I don't think so.
Apparently Paddy's gone. Paddy and Bull, and Humble's got a ticket as well, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's what someone was saying earlier. Yeah, but Humble probably will though, because he's mind you, he's okay with Venice, but I'm sure he's okay with Danny Christie.
Yeah, it's a big place. You might not bump into. You could go there and not bump into him. You know what I mean?
He'll have a wig and glasses on.
Yeah, he'll have a disguise on, won't he? Tash and all.
And a rain mac.
Where is it? And how many does it hold? And is it fully booked? Is it that big?
I don't know whether it's at the arena, you know. It might be at Newcastle Arena, what used to be called the arena. It's like about 8,000.
The Fighting Championship.
Evening, Lou.
Pick up Lou Todd. What's your live today? Actually, Fly.
No, it was only a little one, wasn't it? But I had 2 people on.
No, we had the main. Yeah, we had the main people on, mate. And I thought this time, regards to, you know, because the missus have been on before with you. Yeah. I thought it was dead smooth, this one. First time was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Because it's weird.
She's getting good now, isn't she? You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's on the ball now, lad.
Good practice that time of the night. I'll be doing another one about 4 in the morning.
Anytime, like, regards what you spoke, then she knew what to say next. And then Big G come on.
You know what it is? You've got to remember that there's people there as well. You think you're talking on the phone, you know what I mean?
Bro. How many was? Yeah,
there was only about 8
boss numbers, though. Yeah, but you get the names. It's, as I said, mate, it doesn't come to a point with regards to you've literally done well this week, mate, because you've done one nearly every day, lad. And,
I always try to do one on nights, even like because there was still Shuffling was on. Andrew J was on, but like you say, I just did it for. I know people.
He's on Flavors now, lad, isn't he? He's on Flavors now.
Been mad today, hasn't he?
It's been a crazy day today, like.
I'm having heart palpitations here. I just can't fucking... Oh, it's doing me head in.
Why?
Because I've just said it a minute ago when you went off for a minute.
Big up, OG.
The wife's in York shopping.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Has she took the kids?
It's all right. People get the outfit, they come up. More people will come up then and come in the chat.
Not on your own, idea. Not on your own, idea. Oh, good. I was going to say that's why I come on, actually, to say she hasn't left her gin on outline about, has she?
Shh. No, she hasn't, mate, no.
We've got people at the moment.
There's still a bottle on the side, though.
Big up Bristol Bomber, kidder, is right. But you know the man thing is, though, it is crazy. Every day is crazy on YouTube. But I mean, yeah. So Andrew J's been on. So we come on flavors before. So hold on. Yes, Shuff. Big up, Shuff.
All right.
What's that?
Shuff.
Fucking hell, man.
Who are you, man?
Big up, Miss OG.
Big up, mate.
He's right, Expo, mate. Thank you, lad.
How are you? I've been listening to what the crack's been the day.
Oh, you know what, Chuff? Yeah. You know what? I'm speaking to Chris off the phone. So I've
spoken to him, he rung me.
Yeah, I watch Chris's and I watch yours. You know what, Chuff? Sometimes you just want to watch lives, without commenting, because nothing against anyone else, but you just want to watch it and you don't have to put in comments. And I watched both lives back. I was watching it both live, and
I watched it back. Like, I missed what happened live.
And
over there.
Chris said Chris only speaks to me and you offline, doesn't he? So I get him inside out. What a fella he is, mate. I get everything he says, and the bottom line is, mate, on 11 hours 19 minutes, mate, he literally mentioned it out of nowhere. Because say things like I have an argument with you, yeah, and I say to you and you say to me, get a rope. I'll just say you get a rope first. You don't mention
that. Doesn't bother. That's what I mean. Listen, I'll be honest with you, when Andrew was mentioning my kids, I was hoping he fucking died. No word of a lie. But you know what it is, right? Andrew knew. Look at the way I reacted when Andrew kept mentioning my kids, right? And then he went and mentioned someone else's after saying he wouldn't do it again. And then he still mentioned my fucking name in it. But it was more the fact that he said to Chris, do not, why's the kids got to be involved? Fuck
exactly. Me. I was watching it, even though the mad thing was you weren't there, and the mad thing about it is, even though we said about spitting down on, don't mention kids. That's the whole point of what we're getting on, Andrew. So he went on flip. So I watched all Chris's, I watched all yours, and then the bottom line is the facts are there. He kept saying, go back to the 11 hours and such and such.
It took us I had to go and work it out because BBA says he couldn't find it. And I did actually tell him the wrong time at first. And then I went back, I knew what had been said. I heard my fucking name even before.
Lads, but the mad thing is, though, all he has to say, Andrew J, is, listen, Chris, I'll get you the rope to hang yourself. You don't have to. What comes in your brain to even mention kids? It's weird behaviour, isn't it?
And I've just been on the phone with Chris. And Chris is with his lass and the kids.
I know. I've been with him. I spoke to me before. He said he was going to give you the bell. And he was in the background. And he was in the McDonald's. And his kids were there in the background.
That's where he was, That's where he was,
Yeah. He must have rang you straight after me. So that's a load of shite. I know. So that's the mad thing is, so me and you, look, he said he only speaks to me and you. And, lad, I've never known anyone he's a brilliant fella, And I get everything he says.
He's proper like me in a way.
He is, Shuff. He is.
Let him hurt me.
But you know what the mad thing about it is that Andrew J. So I went on flavors, after you thingy, I went on flavors. Next minute, Andrew J. we're just chilling in the chat. Andrew J. And then he put link, please, prick. So then I thought, well, I'm actually going to comment now. And I put, what's with the prick, you cheeky twat? You can put link, please. He put, only messing. I put, oh, go on. And then, so he jumped on. I thought, because I was going to go out, and I thought, I'll wait to see what he says. Flavors being flavors takes about an hour to read the chat. Put the link up. So then he puts the link up. First thing he says, Flavors is like, oh, what's happening? Alta's like, what's happening, Andy? I haven't been on for a while. And he's like, oh, I've just been on the chat and everyone's at me today. And I put in the chat, listen, go and watch. No, the first thing I put is, lad, you mentioned as kids. No, you need to watch. And I put in capital letters, lad, 11 hours, 19 minutes. And he put, and then he didn't read any of my messages then. And I thought, you know what, I haven't got time. And he just and I thought, I'm not even watching Flavors Live.
You know what knocks me is though? He plays on like he hasn't said it. He tried to say it, that he mentioned it, his last first or something. Obviously, rest in peace, his last. And I'm got no against that.
And he didn't. First time I've ever seen Garth in my chat, by the way.
It's not a real Garth's under G. It's not Garth.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah. But you know what?
Listen, I gave Garth my number the other day because I'm about to change it.
Danny Christie's fighting now.
And he wouldn't stop ringing us the cunt. Garth, ring me phone. I'll have an argument with you.
Big up Archie.
Well, do you want me to get the? Do you want me to get the box and I can? Mind you, will it be on the box?
No, we got. Listen, the strike's going everywhere at the minute.
No. But I know how to, because I'm always on the American ones. I'm always on the American ones. What you do, you watch the fight, but you mute it and you can commentate. You don't put on your screen.
Yeah,
that's what you do. Yeah, never put any volume. All you do, you can commentate, watch it, but don't put it on your screen.
I still haven't worked out why we got struck. And after fact, there was nothing clear through the night.
It's mad how it works though, because it's crazy. We're getting on to fucking this and that. And you know what? He went a little bit overboard, and people in the chat.
Did he?
No, I don't mean that. No.
Do you know when he set his live up, Daryl? And then he turned it off, and then he lost his fucking lid. I was good. Just gives the link. That and tap them on a personal level.
No, that's what I'm about.
We got PC Archie in the chat.
What am I about, Chuff? He let the fucking trolls win when he went overboard, because you know what the trolls are like. Oh, you're as bad as Andy and all that. And I was dying to comment. But that's Chris the way he is. He's going to react like that. The facts are, you watch the video, he mentioned it. And he went into a little bit of detail as well, which is nasty cunt, mate.
See, this is where you've seen me flip your lid. I kind of cut that. Mention my question, I'm going to lose. I'm not done it. You've done it? You've done the other week? But he's keeping me off. Do you know what he says to me? He messaged us, right, through the night. He says, I've committed YouTube suicide by saying stuff. I says, fuck that, man. I says, I've done the cunt all the time. I says, people who will like you will like her.
I know. No Trailblazer, if it's on, because I've got a box, if it's on there, what I can do is I can watch any fight I want, but I'll just mute the telly. I won't be on my screen, and I'll tell you who's winning. I can do anything, like you can commentate, don't put on your screen. Of course, I've been on panels for 2 years on fights 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, doing the commentary. The boxing fan who's from Jersey.
I'm a few months in. I thought it's sick.
What Chuff?
I've only been on here a few months. I don't know how years have been on here. Years. Where's Moon gone?
No, not this side of the community.
Oh,
what I mean regards. No, I used to I still do now. When I first come on YouTube, all I come on YouTube for was like funny videos, boxing highlights, MMA highlights, or football goals, or like funny videos. So what happened was, I'd go on the panels with regards to like speaking about boxing and MMA. That's all I've ever done. And only at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but giving like commentary. Not this side. This side of the community is totally different. This side of the community I've only been on for about 9 months.
No, it's a bit longer than me.
So how it worked for me to get on this side of the community, I'd watch the fight, yeah. Must have been 5 in the morning. What'd you say?
I used to watch Traveller fights, and then I'd seen DH4 in them Bales when I used to watch them kind of fights.
Yeah. So
what happened
was, yeah. No, it's okay. What happened was, I'd watched done a commentary. I'm sure it was like a Canelo fight, whatever else, and like something just popped up. I don't know. the fight, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get on my box, to be honest.
It's pay-per-view, isn't it?
It was on YouTube last time. Do you know, if you look, someone was, I forgot who it was. They put it on YouTube on the side, and it was on there.
The prelims history, innit? Of course it is.
Big up, Dan, mate. Yeah, so anyway, how I got onto YouTube was, so after I watched the fight, and I was up on a mad one, about 5:30 in the morning, Pablo must have been fighting trolls. And
that's sort of when I watched it. Do you know where that fight club, that's sort of similar. When that first fight club was, that's when I joined.
Yeah, so basically I clicked on and I thought there's about 4 on the panel, all saying how much the fucking on the other, all getting blitzed, all having a laugh and all that. I thought, wow, that's funny, that. Ended up staying up watching it till about 7, 8 in the morning. And then I thought, I didn't even sub at the time, because you don't think, because I've never known to sub or whatever else. I don't know this side of the community. And then I come up again the week after, and another fight was on. I thought, oh, yeah, I remember that lad from last week. That's go ahead. This time you had 6 on the panel, and you're all like fucking heavy and the thing and all that. And I thought, and then I subscribed. And then ever since then, lads, you just got into this side of the community slowly. But at first, lad, I was terrible. You know, people like, I was on, like, when I did go on a panel after about a month or so, lad, I was reacting. I was like, who's put that in the comments, the little rats where today? You know, not getting on to, like, how you've
got to not do that, aren't you?
I know, lad. So I'll get anyone that first comes on YouTube, I do.
See, I like where Smithers, when Smithers speaks, he's now on sober most of the time. I think he's only been pissed once, I don't remember of. And he speaks like, well, we'll come out. It's sort of like they're more generalized, like fucking normal, and they'll say stuff. I'm not normal. Fucking hell.
Same, lad. But same. I always say to people,
proper war.
I like a drink and that, me, mate. You know what I mean? And I do, honestly. I got even a thingy the other day, and by all the Scottish the other day, Coggo and Jaggy and all that. When I do my 24-hour live, can you think? You didn't do the Bucky challenge or something. But lad, I was thinking of. I asked about it. No. I've never had it, and he said it's only 14%. Lad, it's only a little bottle. Lad, I can easy drink me, lad. You know me, Shuff. I can fucking drink for fun, mate. I know it sounds bad, that, but I can, lad. What was you saying, Dave?
He just give him a back fist. He just give him a slide backhand.
Let me try and get it.
You know this guy Danny's fighting?
Is he fighting Danny now?
Yeah, he's fighting now.
Oh, lad, fucking hell.
Just finished the first round.
Who is winning?
I don't know, I've only just clicked on it, mate. His eye's starting to close, though. He's got a right mouse on his right eye, Christy has.
Has he, yeah? Yeah, but he's always thingy for cuts, though, isn't he?
That other bloke don't like it. He's got a cut on him, mate, a mark on him.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get it on here. Not the BK.
He'll happily take one to fucking land a couple, though, Danny, won't he? Because he knows he's got a good chin.
How did you get that up, Dave?
It's on YouTube. It's live on YouTube.
Yeah, but I'll be a couple of minutes behind.
Go on, Bare Knuckle Boxing Championship.
Okay.
Oh, now he's got a cut on the bridge of his nose, the other guy. And he's got a mouse at the top of his right eye.
Yeah.
Whoa, what a war, man.
Someone's saying, no, that's his first fight. I've just been on there, Dave.
No, it's not. Is it?
I thought someone just put in the chat there.
I'll see you later. See you later, my son.
Yeah, I can't see him fighting at 7 o'clock, lad.
What the fuck am I watching then?
Mate's a bus driver. Wait there, I'll have to change the audio.
Yeah, that's an old fight.
I'm commentating from his first fight, aren't
I? Yeah. That's why it's so sick, you know, regards to that, looking at the chat, innit? Because they're the chat on the ball. I always say regards like flavors. He's the one that, you know, never. Hang
on. Wow, bell end alert. Wow.
Who the chat make the channels though? The chat literally.
Oh, lads, isn't it? unbelievable, mate. You know what the mad thing about it is, and it's so annoying. Regards to like you put a comment, like say for like anyone with regard to link, or there's what time it is, or there's what score it is. Flavors is the worst for it, to be honest. I put the score the other day, and he was like, "Oh," and he looked at the screen, and then he ended up like I put the score what it was about 5 times in the chat, and he says to his phone, "What score is it between such and such game?" And he comes back on, and then he's about 50 messages behind the chat and goes, "People have just found out it's 2-1." And then I'm like, "Fucking hell, lads. If you'd have looked at that chat 5 minutes ago, you wouldn't even have to go on your phone, put the telly on or nothing." It's mad, isn't it?
When we used sitting there, man, I managed to keep me and Archie kept him up for the first time for a full day. He got kicked off his own live and left me on out, and I still stayed away.
It's hard, you know.
It takes its toll on your mind, because I struggle now to make it any other channels.
That's what I'm saying, though, Chuff. Regards to, I couldn't believe when you've done your own one, like last night, and then I couldn't believe that you went over to like Chris's, and then you went back on yours. I was thinking, wow, because it's Chuff. That's a hard graft that you're doing, you know, mate. No one understands how. Like,
see, I went to bed last night. Archie rung us, and be on 45 minutes. I said, I'm tired. Like, after a few days, you know, it fucking does me. Like, I sleep for days as well. I never used to sleep, but now it fucking pops me. It's like, bang, that's it. I'm gone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So speak like regards to Expo, it's always like jump on, you know, in the night, and it's mad because then I jump on. Even like yours the other day, remember when I stopped the live and went to yours?
I know, we went, like, but you had a good 5-hour live prior, and then we went to continue the fucking daft. I went till 5 in the morning, right? And it didn't go under 100 till I turned it off. It literally was never under 100.
Crazy, isn't it, mate?
It just shows how many people struggle with sleep and shit to sit up there.
You know what, though, mate? Since I've come on this side of the YouTube community, my sleep patterns are all goosed. Do you know what I mean? They really are, lad.
Just honestly, sleep out. See you do a live tonight and see you want that. Just sleep for a day or so. Just fucking fill it in if you can.
I work from home, don't I, lad? Lucky enough, I do work from home where I don't have to fucking get dressed or nothing. But I mean,
I'm gonna go back to work. Like, I've spent that much money because of this cunt.
Fuck me, Bomber. I haven't put that much on him. He's put a bag of sand on Argentina, lot.
Has he, yeah?
What, they'll win their next game. Guaranteed. I think that was a fix, that first game.
Tonight.
I'm guaranteed that Saudi game was a fix. They'll win the next 2 games.
Nah, there's that last goal that won it for Saudi. There's no fucking fixing that.
But how, man? Look at this difference. But you've got fucking 90 minutes prior to that.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll come up.
I just kind of bring myself to think it's possible. Like, I said it the other day, it's fixed though. But then you look at us yesterday, we're fucking shit.
Terrible.
Oh, fucking hell, me mates keep coming out Tuesday. I say, fuck off, I'll sit in these and watch it.
I don't even watch it, if I'm honest.
I came here, man. I was out eating, I was playing pool, man, after it. And I hadn't been out with mates for ages, and there's a little bastard I grew up with, and he pisses us off. So he says, where's the chalk? I chucked it through the air, not at him. So he started us, and I wanted to fucking punch his face in. But I can't because he's so little. And then so I walked past and flung the fucking pool ball when he was playing in the middle of a game. And he hit us with a kill. I was going to snap it over his head. I says, I'm going to have a gun. And this is why I don't go out. I've been arrested for 13 years.
I used to always be out in town. It just
fucking hate it.
Since the union's got a lot bigger, Shuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like 4,000 or 5,000 students here, mate. It's ridiculous. And they're still building more properties for them. Do you know, big high-rise flats and...
Aye.
The fucking sniffed up fucking uni lads wanting to fucking prove a point.
Well, our baby's going to uni next year. Call her our baby. She's like 17. She's going to uni next year. She works at McDonald's after school. Mad. And the percentage of people that get jobs though from uni is really low, you know. Honestly,
no, it is a waste of time, man. You know what is years ago when Labour were in charge? Obviously, in England, the nurses would get it like NHS would be free for them. That's why we've got any nurses. I'll tell you now. Do you know them? people who go, you'll know, like what you call them now, work for them things where they go to houses at home.
Yeah, yeah.
If they didn't have them, say all them went on strike because they get paid minimum wage and they should get more, this country would be fucked. Because that hospitals wouldn't run. They wouldn't run. They couldn't run.
Exactly. Do you mean the ones that go to the home? And obviously,
aye. But you know what? I'm not being nasty towards actual nurses who's like been to uni for 3 years, right? When I've been in hospital, I was in hospital for months when I was fucking 18, 19. What does a nurse actually do? They don't diagnose you or anything. Yes, they change a drip. Some of them can put a cannula in. And then you look at them who go to the homes. There's not much difference between the job, and they get paid a bit more, 4 or 5 quid more than hour. And I'm not being a dick towards actual nurses, mate.
What are they actually on an hour, lad? Do you know?
Do you know them? That my dad, when he was dying, right? Obviously, I was his full-time carer for 5 years, and they would come, and they were on minimum wage. At that point, it was just under 9 quid an hour, and they were charging 16 an hour. The company, so they were making like 7 quid an hour off everyone that would win.
What, really?
So then, there'll be a home care. I forgot what to call them, like a home care or whatever you call them. I don't know where they go to houses, and they don't even get paid. Do you know when they're like where I live? See, they're traveling between houses. They don't get paid from going A to B to C to D. So that time when they're not at that house, they don't get paid.
Wow, that's
my missus works in the community, doing children's mental health. Do you know what her fuel allowance is?
Oh, was it John Darrell? You're right. Hey,
nice done for
Dave.
Bro.
Dave, I don't think Danny's fighting till later. You know, are you watching a replay?
Might be. I think he said he was.
You idiot! That's the Terry fight, innit?
Oh, do you know what the funny thing about it is as well? I watched that fight live and then didn't even realise that I was watching a replay myself.
I was thinking to myself, man, it doesn't start till 7 o'clock, man.
Dave, Smithers for you, mate.
There's a lot of lads coming down from Graft.
Oh, it's a good card.
What's the other fella like? Is he any good? Like he was fighting or what?
Danny's got a bit of an advantage, probably an inch or so. He's quite a stocky
but what's
lad.
the record though? Because Danny's only had fucking 2 fights in it now.
One and all, didn't he?
Let this guy out are doing 2.
Yeah, reckon, yeah.
I know. The first fight before the other lad pulled out. I know he was a good boxer. He was from Newcastle. He pulled out.
What are you saying in regards to Humble? Why Humble gets on with Danny, doesn't he?
He's already been spotted, mate. I've had the feelers out already.
It's Humble already
you can't imagine. You can't imagine Humble turning up at Newcastle, man. Not at that venue anyway.
People are saying Dave was saying he's there.
Is he there, Dave?
Yeah, he's got a ginger wig on and pink glasses. And he's got one of them polo necks that rolled up.
Is he nearly there, though?
Top lip.
Is he nearly there, though?
Yeah, with an orange wig on and pink glasses.
Why would he do that?
So no one notices him.
Oh, fuck off. But he hasn't got... Has he got any beef with anyone though that's going there or what?
And then I've heard what he's going to do is he's going to go into the toilet on a break, take everything off and do a quick video to prove that he's there. And then whip the ginger wig and pink glasses back on before he goes out.
Fucking hell. Archie. So Archie, are you on Archie? What do you think of the situation earlier? Because it was hard, like, because you just wanted nothing to get played on the channel, didn't you? No, regarding what Andy was saying and that. What was your take on it?
Shit, man. The thing is that the pair of them are just as bad as each other. One said one thing, the other said another. Then he said something, he brought kids up into it. He's brought his dead fucking partner into it, and people threatening to go hang yourself, get a bit of rope.
Yeah, but what did you say, Dave, earlier that Andy's only started drinking because obviously he's lost his girlfriend or something? Is that right?
No, I didn't say that's why he started drinking. But that's
no, mate. As that what happened? No, I didn't know he'd lost a partner. To be honest.
Yeah, he was 17. She was 16 in a car crash.
16. That's what he says. Yeah.
But he's like 30 odd now. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking over 10 years.
Yeah, but all he could have said to fucking Chris back was, "You get a fucking rope." Didn't have to mention fucking kids and where the kids stay and all that. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I noticed? I think he reckons that Chris said to him the other night, doesn't he, that he lives in a hostel or something. Where the fuck's he got that from?
I don't even know actually, because
I don't know. Didn't Andrew say that he said it on his live?
that was big on TV.
Fuck knows, Arch. It's so fucking.
It's a crazy one.
Do you know what I mean? All the shit that's going on in the world, do you know what I mean? And there's petty little shit like this going on YouTube.
Positive vibes.
That's the way I feel about it, man. It's just all fucking pathetic.
Tit for tat. If you don't like that person or what they say, don't go on the channel. Don't watch them.
You know what's mad? It is crazy. You know, like when there's beef, like the numbers just shot up. In a crazy how it works, lads.
That's what I mean. People love the drama, but sometimes, honestly, the drama's not even worth getting involved in, man.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that.
It's like I said, I think it's all pathetic. Like,
do you know after what came out last night on Film Boys about Gamer, his ex-missus and that, what she said? I'll put it out there now.
Yeah.
If anyone has fucking Gamer on their panel from now on, they need a fucking slap as well. It's simple as that.
100%, man.
Simple as that, mate. He's just fucking wrong in all fucking senses of the word, mate. I just see from
when she come on and said that.
What you left on all that?
Vincent Vega just put a paper clipping up on Flavors about Gamer when he went to his mum's, jumped on top of her on the bed and repeatedly punched her in the head and the shoulders, so he could steal her medication.
Yeah. I'm sure he said didn't he? Did he say that yesterday as well himself?
It's fucking wrong, mate. It's wrong.
And was it his daughter or someone who she said had went home and said Dad had fucking hit Nan with a remote or something, and he said that's when he was trying to get the tablets off it.
I don't know. I didn't see it, you know.
Yeah, man. She was saying lots, but like the way I thought about it, I mean, she must still have feelings for him or whatever they are together, because she give her a due. She never really took him under the bus, did she? She never really wanted to cause fucking arguments.
When I did watch it at first, Archie, she was saying my family didn't, because remember Film Boy said to her, I watched a little bit where Film Boy said to her, why didn't your family sort it? And she said, because they knew I'd always go back to him.
Yeah. 100%,
and that was alarm bells for me.
Keep going back, and then I'm sure I heard him say that the both trained in Muay Thai and they were kicking fuck out of each other when they'd had a drink.
It's crazy,
so it sounds, it sounds like a bit like fucking Garth and that other fucking.
Isn't it, lads? I was about to say that, mate. Wasn't it?
All over again, man. Telling you.
Because remember that live actually when you were doing it and you had CD on, remember? And you were like, hang on, we didn't know this. And she was like dead honest with you. And you were spot on what you were saying. You were like, yeah, but why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I remember that live, remember?
Like I said, some of the people who come on and bring their like social life or their private life onto YouTube, and you just want to keep off YouTube, man. If that's what it's doing to you, man. Honestly, you just want to keep off YouTube. As soon as anybody hears any sort of behaviour like that, or say I hit my bird or something, or my bird fucking like done something to me, and I come on here and I said it would be my own fault. All the shitstorm that comes to people, it's your own fault.
It is, isn't it, lad?
I shouldn't bring shit onto YouTube.
And
like I said, other people on the panels now,
Yeah.
People just need to fucking be kept up. Like I said, to shuffle and keep that gaff off. There's no point letting people like that anymore on your panel because it's all come out. Obviously, people are still going to watch because people are fucking one of the nosiest people fucking damn. Fucking JB.
Well, you know what was mad, lads? First time earlier on, yeah. You know, cause watching the chat, yeah. I seen Garth. He put something in the comments. Nothing about like the thing. He just replying to like whatever we were saying or something. And he's never been in my lives ever. And he was in the chat before, and it's mad because they just go round in circles, don't they? And especially when they're coming on when they're blitzed and all that, and they're going over the same old ground and all that. It's like you can't get anywhere with them, lads.
Nah, like you say, once people have had a drink, they just that's why I never come on YouTube when I'm fucking smashed or pissed up because I know fine well that I can't keep my mouth shut after I've had a drink.
That's what I mean.
It's
mad.
It's not worth the asshole for me, honestly.
Well, it's mad regard not against like Film Boy cesspit. He sounds as fuck, Film Boy, in that. It just seems to be like obviously going round in circles regard to because one second Gamer weren't ever going to come on the panel ever again, but then he was on 20 minutes later. But I guess what Film Boy's doing, like obviously put it on, and Film Boy just wants to get to the bottom. He's good at what he does. He's brilliant at what he does. But it's always just going to go round in circles. Now, I didn't watch Expos last night. Obviously, watching the game, I was out. What? Astring was on there or something, wasn't he, lad?
Astring, man, he was on Film Boys as well. And that's another one I'm telling you, man. People shouldn't let him on for what I've heard about him. He's just as bad as the other ones, man, who we've all been slagging off and fucking telling everyone I keep them off your panel. He's the same. He's in my eyes, he's exactly the same. If he was your pal outside and he done that to his missus, he wouldn't be your fella. He wouldn't be your pal anymore.
But what I was saying the other day as well, lad, where the fuck's he been? And next minute, he's not been online for 3 months, and then all of a sudden he's on every live possible. Where the fuck's he been? Has anyone asked him?
I think I heard someone say he popped up after Hector popped back up or something. They were saying last night.
Yeah, he's come back as well. That's mad. The way they come back at the same time, innit?
I thought they come back at the same time.
Yeah, that's me, because I think went on the panel the other day and Hector put, sorry, I've been out for a while, I'm back now. But the same time, lad.
It's the same number on Expos last night. I'll put it out there, mate. Astring could not fight, fucking sleep. Could not. Have you seen the state of it? Fair enough. He went and he battered Pablo, but fuck me, man.
Yeah, fucking hell,
Pablo, you know, come on, man. Let's be straight, man. It's fucking
right.
You know, and then I know obviously there's a fake RNG last night. There's a fake RNG in the back last night.
Bro.
You have this plonker, Astring, offering him out on that in a private chat. I'll fight you. Come meet us. I ain't no shit house. I'm thinking, RNG would fold you up, you silly cunt.
Yeah, he would, like, obviously easy. You see him, lad. He does look fucking fit as fuck, like, doesn't he? Even though obviously everyone has their things, whatever else. But lad, it's like
he's a grass.
Yeah, but he's entertainment though on YouTube, isn't he, lad? To watch, do you know what I mean? He's one of them.
See, I think maybe he was one of the first podcasts I watched with.
Yeah, lad, everyone's watching all.
How's it going, mate? You all right?
What's happening?
I think he was Sean Atwood.
Archie,
I'm not sure.
Any day of the week, you little pussy or little bitch. You get me? Any day, Archie. Me and you, any day. We'll put $4,000 in your little bitch.
Who's this spanner?
You little bit.
You, Mac, have you seen the state of your cell, Mac? Have you seen yourself? Have you looked in the mirror?
You little fucking inbred little
fuck, man, come on. Give your seller fucking shit, Mac. Mac, you were on our channel last night. Been allowed fucking dweeb,
He doesn't like
kissing ass.
Weren't you going to be
yeah?
like a week ago?
Of course he was. The little ass kisser. You couldn't fight shit either, man.
You said to Game
Look, anybody who has to keep a spanner in case they get attacked is a fucking faggot. You're a faggot, mate. Don't get it twisted. You're a faggot.
You know what I mean? Big up, Daniel.
That's all you are.
You get me?
So, fucking hell, what the fuck? Why did you jump on and do that, man? Where's that come from, though? It's not like I don't think he's ever argued with you, lad. I know he's argued with all the world, but I mean, where's that come from, like? Was you arguing with him last night or something?
No, he was on us last night, man. He never once raised his voice or once shouted. All polite and that. Like I said, the man doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Doesn't know whether he's coming or going, man.
Fucking people's heads up, innit, lad? That's it, isn't it fucking crazy, mate?
Are you watching the fighting?
Lad, yeah, I can't put the Danny Christie one on, but I can get I'll be watching the all the undercard of Dylan White and that Franklin and all that, yeah. The fight that I'm interested in.
You'll get Danny's fight on that VIP.
I can get anything I want on here, but I mean, it'll be, you know what fight I really want to watch though, lad, which is unbelievable fight, I think. Nathan Gorman versus fucking Wardley.
Oh yes, lad, yeah.
That's the fight, you know, lad. That is a 50-50 fight, you know.
I've seen it.
Nathan Gorman's the one that he used to say he's Fury's cousin, the one that got beat by.
It's Bartley Gorman's fucking grandson, innit?
Yeah, it's obviously it's cousin of Tyson, but I mean Wardley's got the.
What do you call the other Gorman? Not Nathan. The other one. What do you call him? I watched him the other day. He had his first professional fight, man. What do you fucking call him? It'll come to his.
Which way?
I might have to jump off and fucking see what his name is now.
What do you think about fucking Smith and fucking Eubank lads Junior? That's some fight, that, you know what?
They're gonna fight though.
What'd you say?
I know that. I'm saying they're gonna fight though. Me personally, if the fight, I think Smith knocks Eubank.
Oh, do you mean like if it's like 21st of January, isn't it?
Is that when it is?
Oh, lad, yeah, it's been organised. Yeah, 21st of January, lads, in Manchester. All signed, all done. You know what I mean?
I'll go Smith by a knockout.
Yeah, you know what, lad? It's that Smith's decent, lad, isn't he? Don't forget, he only got beat by Canelo in the 10th round.
Oh yeah. That's. I don't like that. I don't like that fucking. I hate that Chris Eubank, man, with a passion.
I know, lad. Always have done. He's always trained on his own. He's never needed a trainer and all that. Who says that as a boxer, lad? Don't need no trainer.
As he fuck, man. And it's the same, obviously, when he said he won't listen to his father. Fucking hell, his father and fucking Ben were one of the best fucking fights that. Fucking hell, man. You watch them fights over and over again. And he's saying, nah, he doesn't want to have him in the corner, not taking his advice. I mean,
have you never heard any fighter ever say that?
No, not one fighter. The thing is, he thinks he's better than everyone else. It's the same as when he was going to fight Conor Ben. I only need to be 65% to fight you. Fuck off. Who goes and says I need to be 65% to fight a professional boxer?
Lad, and eating KFC chicken wings and all that, and like going, I told you, I don't need to be fucking thingy. And on his birthday, he was eating cake and all that. And lad, even the trainers that he's had in the backstage, you know, that I've not with him no more, I've said, listen, you know, when they fell out and that, I said, listen, yeah, he's an absolute idiot. He was like, yeah, you're only getting a little 5% percentage, you're not getting 20. I'll say myself. They're like, well, why have you brought me in then? Lad, who does that?
Oh,
That's why everyone hates him, mate. Everyone hates him.
I think didn't he, when he went to a fucking train at Mayweather's gym, he didn't last long at Mayweather's gym either.
Exactly. So even like Roy Jones Jr. wants to put all his time in the world with him, and he said, "Oh no, I don't need him in this fight." Lad, Roy Jones Jr. Come on, big up, big
like I say,
big love, lad.
He'll never,
big love.
He'll never be like his father. He'll never be like his father.
No.
He'll never be as good. I'm telling you, never be as good.
The senior of obeyed orders. That's the whole point of having a training camp and a trainer and having a discipline. You can't be like going to the trainer, oh, I don't need you this fight because I'll be all right. Who does that, lad? He's on it, and that's why all the boxing world hate him, mate. And Beefy Smith will just put it on him, mate. Simple.
I think Beefy knocks him out, like, definitely knocks him out.
You know what? I haven't even looked into it properly. What weight is it going to be at? It's going to be 160 or 154.
It might be at 168.
No, it won't be 160. That's super middleweight. It must be 160. But that's What
was that fight at 154 when he's supposed to fight Ben?
157. The catch weight. Ben was 154. Ben was 145, and he was 160, 168.
He's never been down to that weight since he was 18-year-old or something.
Just reading this comment to check out. Good evening and God bless that on your beautiful family, brother. Sorry for not replying. I got knocked the fuck out sparring. Apparently I was out for 6 minutes. I had to have a brain scan yesterday. What the fuck? Hope you're okay, John, mate. Yeah, he's in Brazil, lad. He's in Brazil. He's a fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
Training with all like these fucking big dudes and all that. He's got some story as well, like which he's told us.
I think last time I was speaking to him, he doesn't fight anymore, does he? He goes out and trains.
No, he's been training in Brazil now. For the last day, we was training with Aldo last week. You know, the UFC Aldo.
Yeah,
lad. So fucking hell, lad.
I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago.
6 minutes. He was out for up. You're okay, John, mate. So what are you up to anyway?
6 minutes is a long time. Fuck all, just grappling, pal.
You'll have what time till?
6 in the morning.
You lads, yeah. Fucking hell, mate. As I said, lad, I always said, now regards to looking back, you know, regards to like your starting channel, fucking should have just, you know what, should have went in with someone, you know, regards to like starting. Because lads, it is hard, lad. I can go on like do my own live, yeah, for like say for like only 3 hours, and that's not compared to use. But then I can go on like a panel for half an hour, lad, and I'm trained, lad. You know, regards to because you've got that much energy out. But
it's a bad age sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah,
even just sitting on a panel.
Yeah, but the numbers you get now, lads, just unbelievable, isn't it? And the good thing is by your channel, lads, it's always there. If you know what I mean, and it's always good for us. You know, obviously the ones because I don't do many a week, so it's always good. There's always someone that you can just chill because, lad, I'll go to sleep with my headphones in. You know, I can't help it, lad. And I've seen things like crazy people go on your panel and that. Lad, I'm meant to go to sleep at 1, lad. I end up fucking going to sleep at 4s and that. It's fucking crazy, lad. It's mad how we've got clipped.
Honestly, it is. Even now, on the days off, I won't sit up all night. I've got to physically fucking knock it off and go to bed. Or if I don't, like I say, I'll be sitting there till fucking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, man. Get to bed when the missus is getting up and kids are getting up, and it's really good.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'd done last night myself. To be honest, there was no YouTube at all, mate. Because you can have days where you just literally just turn your notifications off because it's different when you've got a channel. You're always getting messages. I get messages. People like giving me the thumbs up, like a live that I've done last week and that. It's fucking crazy how it works, isn't it? So you've got to turn your notifications off completely. Honestly.
See, I'll log out of that account, man, after I'm finished on the panel, so I don't get notifications, man. Obviously, I jump back over to my own profile, so I don't get fucking notifications. I think the only notifications I get now is off bounce. That's it. From bounce bounces.
Yeah, you know what? It's brilliant, isn't it? Always supporting the channel, isn't she? Always putting it up and all that, mate. It's brilliant when people do that, isn't it?
I've only just learned how to fucking do a post on my phone, man.
Oh, well, it's easy.
Like share a post. Sometimes when I try to share a post, like I said, I didn't know how to do it. When I was pressing the share button, it was only giving me an option to share, like share on Facebook, share through Messenger, share through WhatsApp, and then I think it was two or 3 days ago, I clicked on export to share expos when we were live, and it comes up a big red box now, man, at the top of the page. Create this post. Oh, how I create that post, man? They're only stopping up for so long. Why is that?
I don't know, but when I first got my community page, we all worked hard for our community page, didn't we? To get in, and fucking everyone gets one now. It's mad how it works. But I mean, with regards to myself, at first I was just like putting up like just their name, like subscribe to this person, and it's only like with regards to when you learn, you can click on like the person's last like video or live, and then you share it, and I'd add them into the live. So my first probably fucking 10 I put on my community post, no one probably would have seen it because I wouldn't have meant I was only putting the name, about like going subscribe to this channel without fucking putting them into the adding them in, where like you add onto the channel. But lad, it's learning curve every day on this YouTube, mate. Let's just see what this John said.
How many subs you on now?
940, lad.
So you've only got 60 more to go. I've noticed everyone's been getting that community page. Like I've seen 2 people now post, and they haven't even got 500 subs. So
That's what I'm saying to you before. It's mad. So, like regards to like I don't even know how weird's that, lad. And what's this actually as well? Because people are like saying in regards to you can't smoke on like the lives. But who said that? Has anyone ever had an email about it?
If you go to, when you go onto YouTube Studio.
Yeah.
And if you go onto guidelines and monetization, it tells you that if you were like smoking on the stream or on any live, it can affect the monetization of your channel. And it doesn't say you can't there on a live. It just says smoking, drinking. You can drink on a live, but you just can't show the can or show the bottle. You can have it in a glass. You can drink it out of a glass. You just can't show the product. But like I said, I think with that, I think that smoking fucking thing is obviously if you swear and whatever you do for the first 5 minutes of your life, they won't let you put monetization on that video. So you've got to take it easy for 5 minutes.
Okay, just because that won't be
put a video. Because normally like that, they'll start. If you like when you're waiting in expos, waiting for him to start. And have you ever had when he starts, you get an advert straight away?
Your time, yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's switched monetization on for that video, and then I think that's why he tells people that don't swear for the first 5 minutes.
Wow.
Because it'll fuck the monetization up.
just gonna read this up. This what he's put up there, Arch. I just got cleared so I can complete Friday night. Just got looking at walkout tune will teach me for getting back in a cage with a goat in full contact, staying on the mat from now on. Yeah, lad, he's proper going for it. Big up, John, lad.
Yes, man, John. Yeah,
Isn't
man.
it? Lad, yeah.
Fucking right, man.
John. And I tell you what a fella he is as well, mate. He gives positivity to every
Everyone.
single person. Lad, he's unbelievable, isn't he? And he's
every time he comes in, he's always always pleasant. Wishing your family fucking.
And you can't be people like that, you know. And he's a real person, you know what I mean? Like, take no fucking. In a real life, no one takes shit off anyone with him, mate. Do you know what I mean? And he's the most positive person on YouTube.
No one can sell that about him, man.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And you get all the nutcases on YouTube that think the fucking gangster warriors, lad. It's fucking weird how it works, isn't it? But it's crazy. Isn't it mad though? Isn't it mad though, Arch, where it's like, as soon as like there's absolute murder and there's like 6 on the panel, like the numbers just shoot up, lad. How weird's that, lad?
Oh, the day, man. It's like I said, I sometimes say to shuffle them, just kick them, man. Just kick them. It's like, nah, man. Just let them go, man. Let them go. The chat are loving it. But sometimes I sit there and I think, fuck the chat, man. Just get them fucking kicked off. Still on my fucking nothing, man. Listening to people go on and on and on. It's like that guy.
Especially with your channel, lads, because you get the numbers anyway. Do you know what I mean? Especially your channel, you wouldn't even need beef. Do you know what I mean?
It's like when we played them fucking videos of Garth. I said to him, we'll play them videos of Garth, let everybody see it, and fucking privatise the video, privatise the live after that, and that's it. Don't ever speak about it again. That's it, man. Like I said, I was done with it. Sick to death of listening to it.
Yeah, it's a stage one.
It's the same as this Chris. It's the same as this Chris now with Andrew J. The pair of them have probably been up for fucking 20 hours, man. 20 hours. I think Chris was drinking whiskey. Don't pause on it, though. He never said he was drinking whiskey, but
but he has said on the live. Yeah.
Andrew J was obviously fucking sucking all night. He was on a live for 11 and a half hours, did you say before?
Yeah, 11, lads. Yeah. But then the mad thing about it, 11 hours, and then jumped on yours, and then Flavor State. He's still on, probably on Flavor still now, lad.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's on Flavors now, lad.
What the fuck,
the one Expo, lad.
Yes, Expo.
Big up, lad. I want to explain what's happening tonight on your live if you want, kidder.
Is he live tonight?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually.
I need Messi. I need Messi to score. I need Messi to assist. I need over 3.5 goals, 4.5 corners in both halves.
Yeah, well, I've got Messi anytime, over fucking 0.5 goals, over 7.5 corners, and what was my last one? Oh, over 2.5 cards. But I said not being no cards at all, lad. I'm watching it, lad. It's going to be one of them games again. It's going to be 1-0 job, innit? But like, what do you reckon on England last night? Live tonight, people. 9. Big up.
What time's that? Expo 10?
9:30.
I'm saying, man, he says 9:30, but we'll still be waiting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that's a thing, you know. Everyone's just on it now.
Honestly, everybody should pitch in and we'll go get Expo a fucking watch for Christmas, man.
You know what, mate? It's funny.
On YouTube.
Remember saying ages ago, someone said in the chat, which is funny, fucking hell, Expo, are you lending Flavors watch? No, because Flavors used to be like fucking, remember when Flavors, he said, he went under the cesspit, lad, and he said, You know what? Fucking hate that cesspit. I made him come on Fighting Souls now. Big up Pablo. And Film Boy went, you're on the cesspit. He went, what do you mean? I hate the cesspit. He went, you're on the cesspit. And he went off, lad. He thought he was on fucking Pablo's, lad, Fighting Souls. And he was giving all, lad. Everyone was in stitches. It is
I haven't seen the Fighting Souls for ages.
I know.
Has he sold his channel on?
Lad, you won't be able to sell. Let's see what John's saying. Tell everyone is gangster exit or put a boot in the feed. My bad side for a long time, 7 years. My angel now blessed. Well, you too, John, mate. That's the one, John. You know the score, mate. Yeah, Ravers is good.
I remember that. I know.
Yeah, do you remember that Cartman? Oh, it was funny. It was like he was giving it all like, fuck, that's the cesspit shite and all that. They're like, you're on the cesspit. He's like, no, fuck the cesspit. They're like, you're on the cesspit, lad. He said, no, I'm Fighting Trolls. And they were like, you know, because he was like, he was. I love everyone in the chat. But you know what, it is mad. Only I know this regards obviously having a channel now. You know, because you do your own lives. I used to be on more panels when I didn't have a channel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to be on the panels all the time, you know, because I didn't have to worry and you haven't got your own. It is a bit mad regards to, I understand now where people, you go on, I still go on panels, but I mean, I don't go on them as much because you've got your own.
I only got
your
on
own channel.
I only really got on three channels until obviously started our own fucking lives. But I was on fucking. I think I was on what the 6 months. Maybe before obviously all that shit started with fucking
That's what I mean. I don't mind. Like I know you should always going at it, but looking back now, do you think it was just like because it's mad? Because everything's like with the cesspit.
Well, obviously, fucking Film Boy come out and says that he was told by someone who was close to us. But obviously, it was a lot of shit. I knew family it was a lot of shit because I spoke to shit at the time now, fucking every day on the phone. And when he sent that laptop, I know fine well, he took that laptop to the PC shop because obviously it was his daughter's there. So he had to have it all done, all wiped, all reset, and then he sent it to Ash. So that's how we knew obviously there was fuck all on it. But it was still eating away at stuff over there. And then obviously they went back and forwards. Now they apologised. Like I say, we're all good now. We're all good. Well, I think we're all good.
That's what I mean, lads. It's mad because I started mine like the same time. Well, probably about 2 weeks before you, or I don't know, maybe. I think I done my first live at I think it was like the 28th of August or something. So I don't know when yours was. Yours might have been a few weeks after mine or whatever. It's mad if you think about it, like 9 months ago. Never thought you'd never even come into my fucking mind that I'd be doing my own lives, lad. What would you say 9 months ago that you'd ever think of doing lives yourself? It's mad, isn't it?
No, like I say, we were happy fucking just sitting chilling on fucking Film Boys, man. Obviously the banter. There's a few people I was getting on there. Obviously, there's a few people who were on there, say 6 months ago that obviously don't get on there now. Or obviously they fucked off from YouTube or whatever they went. But I went to ask about Mecca Man. It was just on when he was going. When he was going off his live, people were like, "Can you set a live up?" And we were saying to Ash, can be in truth.
Yeah.
We were saying to him, let us use your channel, man, to go live. Let us go live and that, but he couldn't do that StreamYard thing, so we couldn't fucking use it. And then we set one up. I don't know. It was basically just for the cystic follow-on. That's all it was.
Yeah. Well, it was. I always seen you. I always seen you some flavours. That's I don't know. Look, they're still kicking off on. That's what I mean. So Chris rang me. He rang Shuffling because he only speaks to me in Shuffling, not behind the scenes. So he said, "Oh yeah, I'll come on here." So he's probably found out then that obviously flavours, Andrew J's on flavours. So he's probably obviously kicking off on.
Like I said, I said it to them, man. The best thing the pair of them can do is just fuck each other off, man. The clearly can't be fouls, and you clearly you can't. When Chris is it fucking like that, and when Andrew J's like that, there's no telling any of them. You know, just let them go on their own live, say what they've got to say, get it out the system, and then jump back on.
Are they both want these flavours together to chat? Because they're just going to go round in circles for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Oh, that's what it is, man. That's what it's gonna get like.
Oh, lads,
that's what I think today.
That's what I mean. It's just like you get resolved. People can just get stuff resolved. It's like be adult about it, and anyone's in the wrong, all you do is hold your hands up. It's dead easy to say sorry and whatever else, but when them two are going to be at it because they're both being up, what as you said, how many hours do you reckon they're both being up, lad?
Honestly, it's
20 hours, do you reckon?
100%, man. Like I said, if I've not been to bed, fucking hell, he was on Expos yesterday with us. Expo's finished, and then Shipping went live for 40 minutes and fucked off. And then Chris sat on all night. I told Chris to go set a live up at 5:30 this morning, I think it was. So he set that up. I went to bed at 7 this morning. He was still live at 7. I got up today and he was still on it, man. The pair of them, still on it.
Well, I watched Chris's when I woke up. Yeah, I watched Chris's, and then obviously I was watching yours because I was just saying to people, I like sometimes you just like to watch the lives, like without commenting, not against anyone else, but you just want to just like listen to the live. So I watched it all. Chris then rang me, and I've said, yeah, lads, I watched it. I watched yours, and I watched Archie's and Shuffling's. He's like, oh yeah, sound. And then so basically he's just basically on flavours. So he's probably back to square one yet again.
Someone's just said there in the chat, man, he's calling for him to get on the panel. But
yeah, and he's called. Jump on, big team, you want, bro. Yeah, there's flavours links there, people, if you want. But I mean, they're just going to go round in circles, though, because everyone knows regards to, like, it gets to a point then, because where people are just not going to believe a word you say, because you're just going round in circles, and the chat's going to be flying in there, because all they're going to be doing is using absolute whoppers, because you're going round in circles, because...
round in circles, that's it, man, you're right.
Can't win that,
he probably won't get resolved until the pair of them are fucking sober.
Yeah, they won't get they could be on a panel for 6 hours now, and we could switch our phones off for 6 hours, maybe 5 hours. We could go back on, and it'd still be in the same position that we fucking last went on the fucking channel.
100%, man. It's the dream. I'm telling you, it's the dream that drives them to say stuff they shouldn't say, man.
Yeah, and then once they get like thingy about it, then it's like for the chat and whatever, for us, it's like, but it comes to a point where even myself I'm thinking, this is just fucking childish shite, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? It's on YouTube, like just like going on each other for 6 hours. It's like this is like 6 hours. This is probably what? 10 hours.
Yeah, fair enough. You can have an argument. Everyone's still going to be fucking engrossed in your argument or your back and forwards. Just live and let it go on for fucking days and days, man. Because honestly, people get. My opinion is, well, for me, I'll get sick easy of it.
Yeah. So if Chris started this at 5:30, He must have been on Andrews at what, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Lads, it's nearly 8 o'clock in the night. That means.
Chris was on ours till half. So he was on. Chris was on mine from when Expo's finished till 5:30. Then he set his live up. I went to bed at 7. So after that, after 7 o'clock, between 7 and 2, they've been on each other's panels. They've actually talked shit about each other, and then I've woke up. I fucking text you for them what's going on.
They've been going live for 14 hours, lad. What
so
the fuck?
Fuck knows how long, man. Fuck knows how long we've been going at it. Kelvin, you left at 6:30, and I fucked off at 7, Kelvin. Because I can remember Kelvin said, I'm going to have to go for some Z's. I said, honestly, I'm going in 10 minutes now, Kelvin. I said, I'm fucked.
So, lad,
just to pick up something off there with chat.
So, they've basically been on panels, on lives, both of them, for maybe 24 hours. So, Chris must have been on a panel at what, 8 o'clock last night, surely.
Like I say, he was on exposures. I don't know for how long he was on. He was on when I was on.
That's what I mean.
I jumped off for what? 20 minutes. I went back and then he was still on. Because I don't think Expo knocked off till what? That's to be our one last night, man.
So he's been on a panel then, and Andrew and Chris have been on a panel for 24 hours. Wow. That's crazy.
I see that Andrew all the time, man. He's got a live up and he's leaving his life to go sit on other people's lives, man.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Live running. 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can jump on whenever you want, You can jump on whenever you want, Archie, mate. Honestly, mate.
Yeah, man.
Here's Big G.
I like to say, I'm like sometimes I'll watch, but you know yourself. Sometimes you don't like to comment, man. Once everybody knows you're in there.
That's it, mate. I'd rather watching that, lad. Sometimes, yeah. It's mad how it works, isn't it? But lad, these 24 hours these have been at it, mate. I tell you what, though.
I'll do it in 5 minutes, man.
What?
No, I'm not doing that. It's fucking franchise.
Yeah, you can jump off if you want, Arch, mate. If it's work, mate, no worries at all, man. Don't worry, fella.
It's from there, man. He only wants to talk with me on the factories.
Big respect, Archie, mate. As I said, lad, what's happening, Big G?
Hey up, fella, how are you?
How are you, mate?
All right, Big G.
Hey up, Arch, how you doing? You do make me laugh, you popped on earlier on and started fucking laying law down. It was fucking brilliant. I was laughing my tits off.
It's because he mentioned his address 3 times, man. 3 times. I don't understand what the attraction is with trying to find out people's addresses and checking people's backgrounds, what to do, where they work. It's like I say, it's people's private life. It's private life for the reason that YouTube is YouTube, Facebook is Facebook, man. Instagram is Instagram. It's for me. It's fucking ridiculous. And it only takes for someone to say something on the live, and then they report your channel. You've already been reported twice in the last fucking 3 days, man. It's just sneaky little snakes out there.
Who was that?
We had one for harassment and bullying, whatever it was, and then we just had another one taken away because it was after Expo come in and says, I've just been reported for some video to do with the football, and then literally 45 minutes to an hour later, we got fucking reported, man.
Wow.
So
you've got to watch out for that, lad.
There's a few fucking, I don't know, there's people going around reporting channels for it's either for their own narrative Although they're obviously fucking. I wouldn't say getting paid because I mean, if you're paying someone to go around trolling people, you're the standard person who's around trolling people.
Lad, you built a good fucking channel, mate. I know Shuff's fucking brilliant, mate. You both are unbelievable. Yeah, just someone needs to be a cool head on the channel, just because. Imagine the fucking channel going, lad, over something silly, man. Just try and keep an eye on it, Arching.
I've told Shuffle, if that channel goes, I won't be fucking coming on and making another after sitting for fucking hours and hours and hours and hours
lad,
on the day, night, weekends, just to get another channel. Fuck that, man. Fuck, that's not worth it.
I know, lad.
It really isn't. Just try not to say the wrong things on the line.
And what happened? Was that the likes from like YouTube itself, or some idiot just fucking doing it?
Some fucking idiot doing it, man.
Wow. And we didn't even know it's fucking them.
Believe it or not, we got copyrighted as well. Not yesterday, the day before, for our intro.
What?
What was your intro?
Our intro. The one Daryl's got. It's just the same one as Daryl's got.
Yeah, the 30-second one.
The
I do that all the time. What's that?
The background music.
I'm good.
I always do the 30-second one, lad.
Shuff. Was it the 30-second one?
What's
that we got copyrighted on?
You're good, lad.
It's the one through the night, wasn't it?
I'm saying that. Is that which one it was? The 30-second intro.
Aye. Fucking hell. I can't even give you the word. I
always do the 30-second one about 3 times, you know.
I played the few times.
Like I say, we stopped playing it. I played it the other night on the late night, just before I started. I didn't even let it play for the full 30 seconds. I think it was for like 10 seconds. And then
it's only about 10 seconds long, that one, man.
Yeah, it's about 15 seconds. Because what I always do is...
Anything goes for them group of people on, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Squid Game.
That one, I
play something else, yeah. It wouldn't have been off the 30-second one, surely. Because I always play it.
No, not that one. That's not it.
We've always played that. We've always played that Squid one as well, man. We played the Squid one. The 10-second one.
That one
never been copyrighted, and then got copyrighted the other day.
I was hoping it was going to be the 30-second one. Stop fucking Daryl playing it. It annoys the shit out of me.
No, it's I'll let mine know, but listen to that, Daryl. Daryl, do you know that 30-second one?
People say, how many times are you going to do it tonight? And I do it again.
Listen, there was once I set live up, put that on, went on the phone, and forgot about the live, and it played about 10 times. And then it went off. I didn't even speak to once. So they weren't happy, like.
Just does that fucking hell, mate.
I said, where's that live gone?
Well, what is the Squid one then? Just so we don't know how to, like, I've never heard of that. So we know I don't play it on my iron.
I can't show you. It's the one.
Don't show it,
like,
yeah.
One with the
countdown.
Wait there, I might even get a link of it. Well, I'll send a link in the back chat of the YouTube.
Yeah, but...
No, the YouTube. You'll not play it anywhere with something with our name on, like it was our fucking Trollbot.
Oh, was it?
So it's all Trollbot.
You're coming to ask me to do that. I'll leave it. You've asked me twice. I'll leave it there.
I can't even spin it out. What was that?
You having a little drink tonight, Shuff, or what, mate?
I'm thinking about it. The sons want to stay down there. The daughters at a party at the minute. I don't know what's happening with her, like, so.
What are you going to do, mate?
So I might go and tits up in a bit.
Why not, lad?
My God, tits up.
I'm not going to lie, Daryl, you can do it all night, or I'll just stay over and this fucking yours. Like, I'm not fucking going live in
here. Yeah, I don't know, but you're better than me, lads. It's fucking hard.
No, fuck off. It ties you out, didn't it? Where's you?
Yeah, you know what, lad? I prefer. I love doing the lives. Honestly, lads, I absolutely fucking.
You can't be tired, Shuffler.
But
I haven't slept for 2 days yet, man.
Haven't you?
What do you mean you haven't slept for 2 days? You fucked off last night.
Big up, Shelton, to the right.
I see his dog. Last night I'm going to bed. He says you've only been on 45 minutes. I'll speak a little. I say it's just 30
you weren't
minutes.
You weren't even on 44 minutes, you cunt. You started it. I jumped on.
The funny
You fucked
big
off.
kid.
I text you to say, where the fuck are you? I'm just having a tab. And I said, you have to jump off to go for the cigarette. I said, fuck off. You jump back on, and then you jump back off. You jump back on, then you jump back off, and then you jump back on and says, I'm tired, mate. Just fuck off.
Jump on if you want, Chris, bro.
It's like a marriage between you two.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Isn't it, though? That's what I'm saying, mate. Looking back now, I wish I had fucking looked into it now. And it would have been it would have been fucking well, but I would have fucking had someone else to fucking help me out, like.
But Daryl, I need looked after. I'm not gonna lie. At times, I need people to look after us. I get listen, I don't just get phone calls. I get phone calls off like 5 different people to say
this man is dangerous. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, but you know the mad thing about it as well, it wouldn't change any of you. You turn the camera if you want, Chris. It's up to you, mate.
Yeah, man.
It's like Chris, mate. Hope you're good, fella.
Hope you're good as well.
Are you and Archie gonna make up one? Listen, Archie and Master's gonna make up or what?
Archie, how you doing, mate? I apologise if I offended you. Oh, he's away.
Oh, he's jumped off.
You know what the stuff he was saying. He kept getting shouted for 5 minutes and that, and he's given me even more time. And so I don't know why. What was the arguing about?
I really still can't understand what the argument was about, mate. I've said sorry to him, man. I said tonight on my channel.
Listen, I told you, said sorry.
First time on, Benny is right, lad.
I don't want if he wants to come back on, I'll jump off. You know what I mean?
No, he's got right. I see something. I just like Masters. I've never fell out. Yeah, I know you fell out with Archie.
No, I never fell out with him. We just didn't agree on certain things. That was all. And then I made a daft video at the beginning. And I didn't really
that's it, Masters. It was probably the video. Every time Masters falls out with someone, he makes a video.
No, every time. Every time. Fuck that demographic. But I did at the beginning. But I said, here, we got to air that. And I don't understand why he keeps on taking it with me. Each to their own, innit, mate.
To be fair, I did. Is he back?
I've got nothing against him, mate. Nothing whatsoever.
Well, Masters, I'll let you on and he just fucking as he's fucking hissy
bits. I don't want him to feel the need to go, man. Darryl, I don't know what I mean. I don't want to I don't want that coming in. I'll jump back off, man, like you saying, and I'll jump back on later if you want. I just watched the Danny Christie fight, but man, he came back, baby, and he fucking wow.
Lad.
Do you watch it, brother?
Unbelievable. You wouldn't believe. Yeah, stay on, mate. Won't believe this. Like, nothing against the thingy. Like, probably one of the best panels I've ever had. And it's just mad regards to the numbers.
Brilliant.
Just stay on, man.
I don't think I've ever had like below 30 ever, and I'm just below it. And look at the panel I've got.
Archie, I hate him. Archie, this is going to do direct to you. I don't know what you mate.
Lowest I've probably ever had 28. Mad that lad.
There must be someone on who, because we get it. I get it as well, man, now and again.
Well, I had 66 before, but I don't know what it is. But no, we're not even bothered about that. You know what? The panel, lads, look another one. You can't beat this panel now. Look at this.
We're there. Listen, legendary Max being good for a few days as well.
Oh, has he? All right.
Hasn't he, lad? Oh, the cess pit just went live. All right, nice and nice.
Oh, he's been good. Oh, he's been good, Max.
Max sound, you know, lad.
Mac, you're good then, pal.
Sounds like he's down the well.
Sounds quiet, oh.
Yeah, sounds like he's in the cupboard, Mac.
Mac, you got that spanner in the cupboard?
No, my spanner's in fucking... Oh, you want to see my spanner?
No, I didn't start that because we've been married for a few days.
Matt, you all right, mate?
Is anyone watching the Danny Christie fight tonight?
I watched it, Matt. It was good, huh?
No, that was the old one.
Yeah.
No, just Danny Christie was fighting just there, mate.
No, that was on
Did he
YouTube.
win?
That was the goal fight.
He's
No,
fighting
Danny
not
Christie
fighting
was
until
just
later on,
fighting
is he?
10 minutes ago.
but it'd be like an hour or something. But I'm watching.
Did he, lad?
Danny Christie.
Someone said it starts at 7 and he's third to last fight.
No, Danny Christie just won his fight, mate. He got burst at the beginning. I thought he was going to lose, and he came back, man. He busted.
That's his old one, that like.
That's his old one.
That's his old one. He's new, man. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
There it's there, look. That's the ladies are fighting. The ladies are having a fight, you know. One lassie for England, one for Amsterdam, I think, or something.
Who's he fighting there?
No, that's
Danny was fighting a guy. I don't know where the guy was from, but I thought he was going to beat him because he bust down his arm.
Just to see the name. Yeah,
but Danny come back, man, and fucking done him, man.
Can you hear me all right now?
Yeah, Max, quiet.
Yeah, I'm not. My microphone's gone down. I was using another device then, but you couldn't hear me.
No,
Chris, that was his last fight, you know, mate. Was you on YouTube, Chris?
No, live, mate. I'm on. There it's there. BFK, 26th of November. It was
it's
just
fucking. I'm sure. Who was he fighting on that?
Well, I'll rewind it and I'll show you on TV. Hang on, 2 seconds.
Yeah, go on.
Who's the telly?
It was fighting, yeah.
It was here.
I put on big screen to and see who was fighting there, and I'll tell you if
he came back, man. He lettered him, man.
Okay.
It was that Brazier guy who was our. Remember, he battered Decker once or something. There it's there. There's a fight between them two. Right there. Right. You see it?
And what's the name?
You see it, boys?
Fighting Godfrey the night, isn't he?
Look, the state of the two of them.
I'm not watching it.
The black
I didn't wait till about. In fact, well, I actually say that he's not fighting till half 8 tonight, Chris.
That's his old one. That's his old one. That's his last one.
Is that the first one?
Why is it seen live then?
They're probably showing highlights of what happened prior.
Yeah.
It's not even 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Not fighting till half 8. Minimum half 8. You know what? Loads of people have said
Benny,
this
I don't
tonight,
follow
you know.
boxing, mate. I just do the fucking boxing. You know what I mean? I don't follow it, mate. I don't care.
After the game, I'll just put the prelims on.
So was that is that boy Brazier then he was fighting so ages ago?
Yeah, it's a good fight, isn't it, Masters?
Oh man,
what's the record on? What's the record on the fella that he's fighting? Anyone?
I haven't got a clue, Daryl, mate. Not a clue.
No, but why is somebody about why?
I think it's his first fight.
I'm not sure if he's dropped down a weight for this one or not either.
I'm not sure, you know, mate. You know,
so
they need to get a promotion team really behind it because I haven't hardly seen anything about it. Like, don't forget, look at that 3-3 Fight Club. I don't even know who's fighting. They're fighting like in 2 weeks.
And it's such a big thing; it could take right off, you know. And they're not. It's not as if they're advertising it right.
And that was the good thing about Pablo fighting Trolls. He was promoting that card, mate.
Yeah,
promoting it non-stop.
All over YouTube.
Got anyone promoting the fight at all. Crazy.
A good lad.
But I tell you what, the match story. Did you hear about? Hey, do you know why Pablo didn't get paid for that fight? Not that he done. So what happened was he was going to be the commentator, yeah. So he was commentator. He was doing a live, and because he done a live, yeah, and said, "Put me on the platform tonight, and I'll fight for free." You know when he asked for dough off them, he replayed the video that he put up on YouTube, and he went, "Oh." And he went, "So we can't pay you now because you put online that you wanted to fight for free and didn't pay him."
Fuck off, are you serious?
He done a live saying it. He said, I'll be honest, he didn't pay me. And he replayed me live.
He did. He said,
that boy made him his heart and soul, you know what I mean? He's not a fighting lad, really, but
you know,
he's got the balls to get in there. That just shows he's a man.
But you know the mad thing about it is, which he even said after it, which was gobsmacked, and he was telling the truth. He went, "I'll be dead straight," because I took the fight. Not only did I not get paid, I was getting paid for commenting, but because I fought on the card, I weren't a commentator and didn't get paid for me fight.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
lad, how sick is that, lad?
Doubleness.
Surely they must have given him something. Surely
nothing, lad. You know what Pablo's like? He's straight down the middle, and he said, "Listen, I'll show you them." And he showed on his live a clip that here's why I'm not getting paid for this fight, and he showed the clip where he put up, "I'll fight for free," and he replayed the clip back to him.
But it wasn't exactly a fight, though, was it? I mean, I'm not taking it away from him. He still did it, though, didn't he?
It takes a lot of balls to get in that ring, and especially his background, his addictions and no matter. But you know what I mean? That boy still had the balls. He deserves to get a few quid in his back burner for it. Come on.
He should have. Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't know if he has got any money now, but I mean, he should have learnt the first time, shouldn't he? Really, after the first time.
I know, but lad, at least he went in there twice. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I know.
Very similar to boxing, though, isn't it? If you're at the lower levels, then you have to promote yourself in a way, and then the other battle is the actual fucking promoters themselves, because they'll just do the bare minimum.
He did on the first one, didn't he?
Archie, maybe I owe you an apology. I don't know what, mate, but here, look, I've got no grips with you, no arguments with you. I apologise if I've offended you in any way whatsoever. So that's my apology to you, sir.
Masters, you went and made a fucking video about me, and then talking shit about me. When that shit over Daryl, you were saying shit about us.
Oh, when anyone goes live, but lads, him wanted out the other lads, you know. Honestly,
I was pushed.
Benny, were you? Benny,
yeah,
Benny gone.
Yeah, no, man.
Were you just over? Were you over at Film Boys or not? What happened over there?
No, I went over there.
So actually, it's me. I mean, you're good, but you still going to hold this against me?
His live just disappeared. I go to click it, and it's saying that it's been took off YouTube.
Fuck knows, mate. I know Norris is live.
But Archie, I've been trying I told you a few ages. Masters is alright. I go with Masters United.
So what are you saying? Can we just squash it then between you two?
Squash that. But Masters just didn't make another video, and you.
I squashed it after the first video. And two videos you've made. Two videos.
It was two videos though, Masters. I'll be honest.
No.
Two videos you made. Yeah.
No. Two was my opinion when I was drunk and I was talking about the thing where we should go lives and this and that, and then that was the second video. So Archie, that wasn't directed at you. That was directed to everybody, not just you, mate.
You tagged me in the video.
You did tag him, like.
Right, well. There you go.
Again.
I'm sorry, mate. There you go.
Lad, I
think he's gone back.
You say things and you were pissed, mate. I'm only human, mate. My name's Chris, no Christ. You know what I mean?
I think there's a lesson learned here. Don't do drugs or alcohol while doing
Film boy say something mad straight away and get took down or something.
It's back.
The one I clicked on there when it went live, it says something to do with the uploader. It's fucking removed the video.
So are you gonna get your fucking dummy back out your mouth and give him one more chance, or what?
How about I shove my fucking fist down your throat?
I'll put my fucking foot in your mouth. Don't give it. You're just too little. You're like a leper.
You'll find out on Tuesday. You.
There's no escape on Tuesday.
Why? What's happening Tuesday?
Fucking shuffling best of his car ready. That's what. Tuesday.
Don't, because I've still got that sort of.
Yeah, you've only got till Tuesday to sort it. It's fucking Saturday today, you dickhead. We're supposed to be going down to fucking to see Anton and fucking Stig and Dog, man. on Tuesday.
See, we were meant to go last week. I still had a courtesy car, and then they've given us mine back with the MOT run out, and it's not passing. Like,
fuck off. We've done that to you.
You know what's so crazy about stuff? There's no one on YouTube that literally do a live, wear this dressing gown. Just go listen. I don't give a fuck.
I've got on there.
Oh, mate.
I did the same. I did that.
It's gonna be the funniest man on YouTube.
Dedication for you.
Are you taking the famous dressing gown to Liverpool with your Shuff?
No, he's fucking not.
Shit flickers.
You don't do that in Liverpool stuff. Totally different ball game, bro.
I know. It is a different ball game, isn't it?
He'll get fucked up. He'll get exposure.
I'll run every corner out of Liverpool.
You won't. You always go, I'd take over Liverpool, me, like.
You won't.
See, with your big heart, you would run everybody anywhere.
He's too good, isn't he?
Take it with your stuff, and then when you go and make
compliments, I probably give stuff compliments every day. I need to stop it.
You don't get blankets.
I've only ever been to the Cavern. Is that what it's called, the Cavern? I've only ever been there in Liverpool. Where fucking
you don't get blankets in the fucking cells there, boys.
That's the only place I went on when I went there.
Oh, mate, brilliant. Tim Smith went the other week. Went to Liverpool City Centre the other week, Being quiet today, Tim, no one in regards to the football.
Yeah, he has a bit, actually.
What was your finish with France in Holland? What was your finish with France in, was it Holland?
2-1 it was, no. It
Denmark.
Was, Denmark.
Denmark, sorry, I Denmark.
Yeah, it's 0-0 Mexico.
Mbappe, 2 goals.
So who's it to tap at the leaderboard, don't they? I've not been keeping up with it.
Still in the
the man thing about it is the first time in history, the hosts have went out early, and Qatar, they're just terrible, aren't they? They've went out early, and don't forget, France are the holders. They're the first team to go through. But what happens now is
Actually, they're not Darrell way through because we've got to lose. Well, we've got to lose 4-0.
No, it goes against the teams, doesn't it? So like we got beat by, we got beat 3-0 by Wales.
We still go through. We've got to lose by 4 goals. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're ahead of them by we're on what +4.
We've got to lose by 4 goals to go out. Wales have got to beat us by 4 clear goals to knock us out.
Well, the mad thing about it though is Wales beat us, and the other 2 teams draw. Wales and England.
Why is it that, man? Surprised that Wales beating us.
I think Wales still go through.
Wales are looking top. Not I see a wee bit of Bob's that, man. I was thinking, Wales are looking right, isn't they?
I'll tell you what, though, lad, we were terrible, wasn't we?
Fucking
hell. Why didn't he bring on Foden and Trent? Trent would have just literally. I don't get it, lads.
He needed experience in that midfield, didn't he, Darrell?
Need experience. I was thinking that myself. Need a bit of experience as well in the park. It's on you. It's on young boys, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, good manager, lads, would have done a change at half time. I'm thinking 50 minutes. Come on, 16, lads, 70th minute. He's doing a sub.
Was it 70 minutes?
Lads, he put Rashford on for the last 30 minutes.
I think he start supporting Scotland. There you go. That's what I think.
Well, it might mean that we don't play like they play for Premier League.
We might get in here next time.
You'd at least give him half an hour, wouldn't you?
Scotland.
And he's putting. I love Henderson. Obviously, plays Liverpool.
Yeah.
But you're putting Henderson on. That basically to mean, big up the little fella. Big up Georgie, lad. Speaking to someone we mate in the background.
Someone just texted us there to say, go have a look at Decherege's video. I've just jumped off there, man. He's doing a live. He's saying that Cesspit and Motorsports are welcome on the panel on the street yard panel. He's saying you've got to pay 99p to leave a comment.
Little Georgie,
Members
mate,
only.
well, lad, big up, little fella.
Yeah, mate,
well,
just to
kicking
say
me
yes,
out,
la. I don't shit myself, mate. I'm a man. I'll apologise when I'm wrong. That's the difference. So you've got that wrong right there, Jess. Jezebel la, or whatever
Masters,
it
are
is.
you biting at the chat again?
No, listen.
No,
But to be
the
fair,
only
but
one thing I'm going to say is that
Masters, one
I
second.
don't shit myself.
Masters doesn't give a fuck. He just
I
comes
don't
out.
give a fuck.
I'll be honest with you.
Correct.
He probably shouldn't open his mouth as much, but he does just come out with like.
I thought before I think
He
sometimes.
does just roll with it, doesn't he?
Aye, but that's his
it.
issue. Do you know what it is? See, I called Masters a wanker now, and I fell out with him. He'd make a video within 30 seconds and think, nah, I shouldn't. And rather than just letting him.
Day, I would say, oh, mate, I apologise because I'm a man. Doesn't make me a weak man.
But
me and Archie have squashed our bed.
That certain person, whoever was in the chat, trying to make it as if, oh, this is what you do, Chris. Oh, you get that, and then I shit myself. I don't shite myself. No, far from it, mate.
Yeah, he better not staff his. He won't be running out of petrol arm with him, that's for sure. I ain't getting stranded with this sausage walking about.
You're going to give the car an MOT before you set off, Archie? What?
I've got it. Well,
if he ain't got that car MOT, I ain't getting in that car with that bunker.
Oh, do you know what it is? Though, right?
Pulled over fucking 80 mile away from all the summer.
Oh, listen, I don't think it's like super fast though. But from going from mine to a 1 litre petrol Corsa back to mine, fucking hell, I keep nearly stalling it and everything.
Where's this, Archie?
To be fair, I've only ever been done for speeding once, but it was because of a temporary zone.
Temporary zone.
I do act the goat when I'm in the car, but if I act the goat, there's no one around. I would never endanger anyone by myself.
You know what though? That's a good thing about you, Shuff, as well. Everything you say is that's the good thing about you. You just put your cards on the table like myself, and if it's good or bad, unfortunately, that's true, and you're the same. The
thing is, you know what it is. If I wouldn't get it used against us, I would come out even worse. Can you remember when I first started the channel with him? I'd come out.
It was more dark then, wasn't it?
But I can't do it because people use it against us. Mate, I'm not a dickhead. I've got a knee now on my record.
You and darts, by the way. I'd swat you and darts, facts.
Would you fuck when you know what it is? I hadn't played. Listen, I picked them up the other day and I played for weeks.
180s when like you're just on your own and mention
No, we've seen it on camera. We've seen on. Archie's good as well, you know. I picked them up the other day and I hadn't played properly for weeks. 2 180s within 5 minutes.
I've told you, why don't you get practicing, Shuff?
I can be awesome. You know what? No word of a lie, right, Daryl? When I used to hammer it, it was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I always played from younger. I played for a couple of months straight. There was one day I had 14 180s within an hour, and I bet I missed 30, 40, and I got 7 darts into a 9 dart. Whether you believe us or not, it's up to you.
Shoves, I believe you. I just can't believe that you're not practicing and playing.
I used to play for the team every Thursday night. Nothing better.
It's just so
going to all different pubs and all that.
I love playing just doing the board, but for me, I end up wanting to play on the board. I think that's an excellent game.
Archie's good out. I remember. Can you remember the last time we played on the live, Archie? We both were fucking terrible.
I've seen you.
It's because
you know what it is? Is that your game as well?
Man, you want
I was
rough as fuck. Right, man. I've not played. I don't think I'd played.
Listen,
I don't think I've played darts for 2 years, man. And this motherfucker made us go out and spend $150.
But we played against. Listen, we played against Princess Irish. I beat. Who did I play first? Yeti.
180 as well.
But I hit 2 180s in the best of 9 legs against Princess Irish. Archie would have beat him if he could have hit him.
I'm still here. I'm just having a flag.
It was Yeti as well, weren't it?
No, I played Yeti first. Archie played Princess. Archie was at a double every time before Princess. And then obviously I played Princess in the final. I hit 2 180s in that final. That's 9 legs.
What's Yeti like at darts? Is he all right?
I'm going to say he's decent like. I hadn't practiced.
What do you say, 501 or 301? Straight off 501.
501.
There's the bull start.
Nah, you didn't want to play a fucking 301. Fuck that, man. Just fucking
right to it.
I'd rather play 301s at 501.
So what's your favourite double?
Yeah, no, but you're finishing
that?
301 in fucking 9 darts, man.
What's your favourite double?
Nah.
16 for me.
I'm the other side. Mine's 10, you know. I like
See,
that
mine,
side.
I'm not if it's above like 18, I got hit in 80. I don't like the right side, but like the left side of the board would be best.
Me, love.
See, I used to, when I started playing that, and I got a board and I just played in my room, pissing around when I was 14. And I used to go to the Snook Club. Can you remember where they are? I think of his name. Obviously, what was it? Wolfie called Adam.
Wolfie Adams, Martin Adams.
Right, where he played someone from Sheriff Hill up here. Oh, what was his fucking name? Anyone in the chat think of that one? Video final.
The Lakeside.
Yeah. That's that one.
He fought John Boy Walton. He fought.
No, he was 5-0 down at the
Viking. Andy fucking.
No, he's
Phil Nixon. Listen, Phil Nixon.
Phil Nixon's decent, yeah.
He died like a few years after that. They used to come to Snook Club where I played. There was a fair few of them.
Well, I played away in St. Helens. I wasn't playing. We were like playing in like the Liverpool Merseyside Championship. But Stephen Bunton, he was on like the other.
Yes, Bunton. No word of a lie. Bunton used to be my favourite player.
Lads, I was watching him. Yeah, he annihilated. This is like I'm going back here. Going back 15 years, you know, lad. He was nailing. I was gobsmacked.
See, do you know how you get some? No, I've noticed, lads, like you get some older, like darts players. Pardon me, that will play underarm. You ever seen people playing the underarm darts?
No. If you're playing darts, you've got to throw it. You can't chuck it from under.
But I've seen some old school player, like when they're playing in the pub and that, they'll do under rather than. You ever seen that?
Have you seen Shuffsy's board?
I made up Michael Smith one
on
telly.
He's got that metal wheel.
Made up Michael Smith one for the day.
So when I decorated my full house, I was with the kids' mother. I says, I'm only doing the full house if I don't put my dartboard in the dining room. Put this way, there's no table on out my dining room for that.
The darts came first, did it?
But then like I said, I'd hammered it. When I played every day, if you give me 6 months, I'd beat a professional. I'm telling you.
Why don't you do it then, you Wally?
Nah, I haven't got the fucking time and effort in. I haven't got the goerness. I'm gonna be honest.
Mate, there's fucking pure dough to be.
And listen, and I ain't taking the piss. I'd beat a professional within 6 months.
Shuff.
And you know the mad thing about it, you've still got like Martin Adams, everyone playing, even Barney. Look at the age of them, mate. Look at him. He's like 52. Do you know
when they get the darts? Like a pro's got a set of darts. Listen, Masters, listen. Do you know when you get a pro where they get a set of darts made for them?
Yeah.
I designed a set and paid for it, and I just didn't like them. I was wasting my money, like.
Serious?
And I went back to my own. I went back to a set that was 20-odd quid.
I think you're like me, but I'm a guy that's got to be really, really interested in something before I really take really in. Like, if I'm interested in something, I'll be really good with it.
Do you know when I choked myself into golf? I got down to 9.2 in a handicap within like 6 months.
Did you? I can play a few rounds of golf.
Shuff's the all-rounder.
I can play.
Listen, I used to play district rugby, football.
Maybe one day I'll take you in the best courses in Britain.
I never played around the northeast. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No. See, your links and all that. That's where I comfy. Well, not comfy, but comfy.
The best round I had was 6 over par on a par 72.
It's a Royal Living.
2 over par. 2 over par. I was once.
And do you know when I started playing golf? I was juiced up the eyeballs and I could hit that corner of my life. The word of a lie.
It's not a sportsman's game, but it is. See, after it, you're fucked. See, carrying
I'm angry as fuck when I played that.
18 holes carrying a bag. Oh, that takes you right out, no matter what the end this is.
Okay,
I used to be a caddie. I was a caddie for a while. I used to get paid a fortune.
I'll be looking for my ball half the day.
I tell you what I do. Listen, as you might have seen it on the internet. Have you ever seen a UV light? Listen, UV light. You might have seen Golf Mates. I started showing that first, right? I was going out and finding 300 golf balls within an hour. You go on night, well, UV light, listen, you don't even have to see a bit of the golf, a tiny little glimpse of glows.
That's it.
Listen, you can find more golf balls on a night time or UV light than you'll find in the day.
You're right. Because I used to do the exact same, and then we'd sell the golf balls to we'd sell them. I was
giving them away, man. I was finding 400
at night time.
Within the night, giving them away to the people at the golf club.
I bet you found some fat balls as well.
Used to sell them.
But I was do you know when they've got the ponds where people wouldn't go in?
Yeah,
man, I was plodging through them, just picking them up like
I can imagine you doing that.
I couldn't give a fuck, mate. I used to take my kids. My kids were loving it. The nettles, man, I was kicking the nettles out. They were like bang, bang, like
for a pound.
It was fucking. The good golf balls. What I used to charge £1 each. The only ones I sold, and I used to give the money to the kids. See here.
You're not shoves.
Do you know when I played golf? I done that. I paid £400 for a fucking driver. The head flew off up the range. Well, I have a look at the price of a good driver. 220 for a putter. I drove up to Asia through the middle of lockdown from where I live. I think it was 174. No, that was going to meet fucking them fuckers up on the west coast, Humble and that, because that's where they're from, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this was right out of this shit. And fuck me. I went up there, the Scottish bloke, I got them off, give us Scottish golf balls, like brand new and that. And I see to myself, I set off 4 in the morning and I get caught, at least I've got there. I'm not bothered on the way back.
Well, it's one way of looking at it.
I set off and I swerved it on the way back. I didn't know how to die.
Right? I was caddying. I'm not a professional caddy whatsoever, right? But I was only a young boy, man, and when I first moved down to Ayrshire, I got a job doing caddying. I was making maybe like £300-400 just for carrying a bag round for 18 holes and selecting a club for a guy.
How many people would you carry for in a day?
Mate, I'd only need a day two, and I'd walk away with about nearly £600-700, mate. Easy, especially because it's the tips.
You know when I started playing that though? You know what golf? You know what? And you know what an intercostal muscle is?
Yeah.
I tore my ribs apart. I slipped when I swung a golf club. And I ripped my ribs apart out. Listen, I'm telling you, that for months and months and months, that fucking killed me.
I'll tell you something, man.
And do you know what it is? And the pain wise, right?
You can't sit down, you can't lie down.
It's famous for two things.
I'll tell you who gives it, Masters gives a second, I'll give you a pain to compare it to.
Right.
When I was juiced up and I was going to the gym, I was leg pressing 400 and I twanged a nerve between my left leg and my left ball. And I was in agony for 9 months, and I would rather have had my ball hurting than my ribs.
Lad, that's exactly what happened with one of my mates, and it was through to the gym as well. Lad, he said he couldn't lie down, couldn't walk, couldn't sit up, couldn't hardly speak. Oh, lad, he said it was the worst pain ever.
I used to drive around when I used to pack on my ball, and I was fondled up to like 50 doctors out. Literally 50 doctor scans and everything.
Troon's famous for two things, right?
Is your mic fuck Big G, yeah?
And DJ Cyrus.
It seems to be, mate.
No, it's sound, mate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. What's going on your channel there? There's fucking Andrew J and Crystal going on each other on flavours.
Not that I know. Just Mac and Miss Gambino are on the cesspit.
No,
I'm not. No. You know what it is, though? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going on the cesspit panel ever again. The other day, when I went on with the belly on, turning the piss, pretending to be off, everyone in the chat, he kicked us off, and everyone in the chat was going, I'll get back on. asking for the link for us. And he won't let us back on, so fuck him. I'm fellow with him, but I'm not going back on because of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be yourself, Chuff. Yeah, but just be aware of obviously everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's a game.
I couldn't give a. I'll go to amusement, and I'm not. You wouldn't let us on saying I'm fellow with him, but to be fair, do you know when we followed? He's got fucking way more fucking subs than me. I'll argue with the fucking life or death to anyone. Yes, now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, right.
I couldn't give a fuck, mate.
What would you think on the scenario with Andrew and Chris then? Because by the sounds of the being on Flavours.
No.
Andrew's trapped right. Not. That guy should be.
Listen. Andrew knew for a fact. Oh, Daryl. Andrew knew what he had said to me prior, right? I couldn't even remember, like, saying I'd not argue him the last time, right? Anyways, he knows not to argue with kids. You mentioned me in the thing saying, Shuffling said he swore on kids' lives, going to meet Gamer. Yes, I did. I said Gamer had the fucking Thursday to apologise. He apologised on the Monday.
He apologised the next day, didn't he?
Aye, but then top it off though. Keep going
That's
on.
That's show, but know what I mean.
And then he mentioned Krista Briggs saying, "Oh, he's not allowed to see his kids." I fucking know for a fact Krista Briggs live with his kids all the time.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. They were all right 1 minute, and the next minute it just went bump. You just.
The thing is, Andrew G has got an issue, and Andrew G is saying, "Oh, you mentioned my ex-girlfriend." I would. I told you. I said, mention my fucking children again. I would do it myself. I'd lower myself to a scumbag to do that. If you mention, it's horrible, man. You know what it is?
He did say some hurtful things to his Shuffs, and it did take him a bit to apologise.
You know what it is, right? I put apologies nothing. I mean, fuck all. I could apologise to anyone. I couldn't give a fuck. My heart, I don't know about it.
Andrew J wasn't wrong in my book.
The difference was, though, Benny, he come on Flavours straight away, because I watched it all without commenting, and he come on Flavours straight away. But Flavours didn't know any of this. Right. And Alter was the same. So he come on straight away and said, this fucking Chris, man. They're like, what's happening, Andy, lad? You haven't been on here for ages. No Flavours being Flavours. Like, yeah, good, mate. And he thought, this is Sam. No one knows about this. So he's like, that fucking Chris the Brick saying, and he had all the panel on me on Art Shufflins or whatever else. And then I put in the comments, lad, you mentioned kids. He's like, no, watch the 11th hour.
I watched it while I went back and found it for everyone. I see as I'm going to jump off and I'm going to find it.
Pull the wool over people's eyes, lad. You've said it, lad. But don't know what I mean? If he went off YouTube and come back fucking a month later.
But Darryl, it's not even he's mentioned children from different people.
The thing is, though, he shouldn't be going onto other panels crying about it, trying to
Messi people about to get Messi. Messi's just scored.
Yeah.
Which way you spell it? Oh, Daryl, which way you spelling Messi? The deal, like
you know, my fucking Messi.
Does that mean you've been on
that was funny. That.
To be fair, Daryl, when I wrote it, I'm not gonna lie. That day I wrote it, we did write it.
These are all love, man. This is look romantic now.
It was funny at the time, like, but obviously Daryl lost the plot. Well, what, Daryl? I've lost the plot probably more times than you have.
Sorry, it doesn't mean we're sight bags.
No, I'm not going to hold a grudge against anyone. I've always fucking support everyone.
What I'm saying is, I get slagged there for saying sorry to Archie.
But you know what? Outside the box as well. But you know what? You've done it like 3 days in a row, Shuff. I thought,
I don't know. No, it was me. I'll understand. The first scenario.
But he looked back, though, didn't he?
And I played it, and then I kept saying, "Oh yeah, I've scheduled this one in."
She's back. I've got to bounce.
That's the bad thing, though. I'm thinking to myself, "Fucking hell, your channel's flying. I need more, buddy." Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, I'm not. Like I say, we're never going to get monetized because I swear my fucking cunt off.
I'm never going to get monetized.
Do you know what it is? Archie says to me, "Try not to swear for 5 minutes." And I find myself after 8 minutes saying "fuck," and then I try and not pronounce the rest of the word. It cannot happen.
It's just common language, isn't it?
But you know,
I'm not bothered, mate. Like, I couldn't give a fuck out. I'm not gonna.
No, but
that's why we love
no. But the mad thing about it, though, with my work, you wouldn't believe. That's why I effing fucking blind non-stop, because with my work, I'm literally just, I have my nan's voice, as I call it, and then once I finish work, it's fucking this, fucking that, and even my bed to me, listen,
and then the real nan's voice comes out. And then the real nan's voice comes out.
You've been on the blower all day. It's fucking. I'm gonna swear it. Can't help it.
Do you know my kids, right? You hear the way I swear, right? When I was a little bastard. Listen, master. When I was young, I was a little bastard. Me and my brother were the career twins around this area. That's what we were called. I swear every time I speak. Well, it sounds right or wrong. I swear when I speak to my kids, not at them. And my kids don't swear at all. And I kept my kids away. I kept my kids away from the people I grew up with, kids, if you get what I mean. Not because I think I'm better than anyone. I don't want my kids like me.
Nah, lad, I hate kids swearing, mate. You're right. And I've always said, so
it's minging out.
I call her our baby. She's 17, obviously, but I mean, she even says now, you know, when she was 16, oh, you swear. I'm like, nah, don't. And I even like swear, even like, don't fucking be like me. And even swearing like that, you can't help it, lad.
See, my kids go
fucking don't swear. Do you get me?
My kids go to a Catholic.
I know, lad.
My kids go to a Catholic school out.
How do they? Yeah.
But my daughter's diabetic. She got priority over any Catholic kid because they get extra money. It's fucking stupid. And like, obviously, my son's not diabetic, but obviously he got in as well a couple of years later. It's stupid. Like, we went to that Holy Communion thing. That cost me fucking £200 just for my daughter. But it didn't bother us. I was watching the kids. The priest was, and I tell you who the priest was. There was passing the bread, and the kids were trying to pretend to eat it. It was fucking minging, supposedly. And do you know Ant out and Deck?
Aye.
Listen, no, his brother was the priest, and he died probably 2 months ago.
No longer ago.
No, Ant, his brother.
Aye, but not long ago. It was a couple of maybe 6 months ago. I thought. Yeah,
you've got Ant and Deck, and obviously Ant's brother was the priest, and obviously he died.
God bless. They two fellas are all right, fellas. Really, man. It's just I think they. Aye, that's it.
So, you know what, Mads, get on this. I was saying it the other day. Yeah, get on this. So we're on a mad one, yeah. And me, I was nuts. I used to climb everything. I was the daredevil, obviously. You know what I mean? I'll climb the biggest. I'll eat the maximum. Fucking hell.
I'll jump the biggest height.
Mr. Brick trying to fucking ring me while I'm on the live here. You should tell fucking Mr. Brick to jump on.
Oh, I'll unblock you.
I'll be back in 5. I'm just getting a phone call. Right, I'm back in 5. If you're still on there.
So get on this dead show. We were on a mad one, yeah. We were doing all I went, listen, what if we jumped off the this balcony into this big silver bin? So we got the mattress part of this gaff, yeah, lad. I'm doing double somersaults. This lad who come back to us, he was from he went from Liverpool, from St. Helens or somewhere. He ended up doing it, yeah. You know, being alpha male, trying to fit in with us.
Can I quickly say, because I know you get on with staffies, I just read that where he says, Shuffs, my jaw snapped off a big Bertha by my cousin on Kirby Golf Course. No, that lad that yesterday I was out with, right, he's a little cunt, and I grew up with him. I chucked him the chalk through the air, and he chucked it at my elbow, and then I swung the fucking pool balls around his with the fucking cue, and I wanted to smash it over his head, but I said to myself, go home, don't do it. He's only little. And that same person, when I was a kid, smacked a ball into my fucking knee.
We'll get on this, Shuff. As I was saying, yeah, I'm doing some double somersault into this bin from a second balcony, yeah. Get on this. This lad, you wouldn't fucking believe it. The craziest fucking night ever. This lad went alpha male and that. Go ahead, that way, go ahead then, lad. He's like, I'm not doing no somersault, I'll jump in. I went, go ahead then, lad. Sounds. He jumped. Only snapped his leg. Get on this. The ambulance come. You know who the ambulance driver was? Only his fucking dad.
Oh,
Lad, his dad So we were all paranoid then. We've been on mad one going, lad, well, he's related to Plodden. Oh, that's that, isn't he? You're going to get a Plodden in it. We're all like that. We're all off our balance. Next minute, we're just sober in seconds thinking, shit, they're coming to get us now. They just said that, we threw them off.
When I was young, I think I was about 14 now.
He lads one of them.
Go on, you tell yours. I'll tell me after.
Go on, Alta,
No, go ahead.
Go on, Ola.
What's happening?
Go, you go.
You all right?
What's happening, mate?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good.
Are you on the back of the bevy, Ola?
Yeah, I've had a few today, mate. Yeah. I'm just listening to what you used to say, that's all.
The way I live now, right? They built a school, and on the far corner it was like trees. Prior to the school building built there was a running track, and they were all sitting there boffing petrol. So I had to go of it, and nowhere to rely. I literally blacked out and smashed my fucking face then.
Well,
I would never ever in a million years do that again in my life.
Shove, I had 30 tablets, yeah, and jumped off a bridge and snapped my foot in 8 places.
Oh, my brother died of taking a full strip of codeine, like.
Lad, you know what? I'm so.
To try and get off his tits, not to try and top yourself, to try and get high. He never woke up out. And to be fair, he was in and out of prison. He took them on his own accord. It's his own fucking fault. He died the year before my dad died. Fuck me, I had that 2 in a row, and I was like, fuck's sake.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Big love to you, fam, bro.
I didn't want sympathy. Listen, I never cry in my fucking life. The only time even when I found my dad dead, the only time I cried was when they were putting him down in the hole. I choked. Literally, and I don't choke, mate.
That's fucking heavy.
I literally can't cry. I don't cry. I literally can't.
Oh, I do, lad. I fucking go mental, lad.
I wish I could have.
Oh, lad, you need to, lad.
Nah. I can't. Even my son when he was younger, I says that when he hurt himself, I says, don't cry, and he just gets angry as fuck. I've got a hole in my wall upstairs where he kicked the cunt in. He's only 8.
Yeah, go through doors and whatever. Yeah, but it's mad how it works because we're all like, certain people, it's mad, isn't it? People don't cry. My brother's the same.
Yeah, everyone's different to emotions. Everyone reacts different, so everyone reacts different to emotions.
Yeah, I wish I could. I do wish I could, because I think it'd probably take away a lot of the inside problems.
And big up Calvin as well. Calvin's only here, just think he is dad as well. So big love to you, Calvin, as well.
That was my dad. I lived with my dad all my life for 1 year.
No, I only died 18 months ago, man. It's heavy, lad. It's fucking mental.
No, it's not. Honestly, it's the worst day of my life. That I went to the gym. It was when I was juiced up. I blame myself. I always went to his after I'd been to the gym. 6 o'clock when I'd go to the gym. And I went back to his and found him dead.
So you made, well, I done CPR on my own mum and turned my dad's life or
something. That's not nice at all.
And you know what the mad thing about it was? Probably everyone's heard it before, but I'm realistic. The mad thing is, my mum had a partner for 23 or 24 years, but I was the next of kin. My dad had a partner for 12 years, and I was the next of kin as well. I've got 2 brothers.
See, I do that as well.
Weird then saying to my brothers, they must have been thinking in their head, looking at what's our dad got over like us, like why aren't like, you know what I mean? Crazy.
See, I was next. No, I'll tell you the tale when my brother died, right? He was going to my last house, an absolute fucking nut job. And he tried to claim he's next to kin. But obviously, my dad was. And I had to argue my fucking heart out on my dad's side. Obviously us. And then she wasn't going to let us see him. And I said, I tell you what is, to be as evil as that cunt was when I came back, my dad was. And I sorted everything out for my family, I still do. Like, all my aunties, uncles.
Yeah.
I said, do not let her fucking in. And I swear I refused to let that cunt in. And it was her tablets he died on. She gave them.
Wow.
It's man, you know what happens with families after death. Like, it happened with my family. I've just been through with my mum shit. I've spent 15 grand on fucking solicitors. Fucking madness. They all come out.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to go on, do you? Do you know what I mean?
It's your thingy again, Alter. The connection, bro.
No, am I fucking a bit touchy there, lad, yeah?
What was your style?
Sorry.
Go ahead, lad. I'll jump back in a minute.
See, I
jump straight back in, bro.
Do you know what pisses me off most about funerals?
Go on, Big G. Hang on, let Big G speak there. Go on, Big G. Go on, Big G, mate. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, it's amazing what happens with families like after death and that. They all come out of fucking woodwork, and it's all to do with fucking money. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm going to stick somebody in now, right? And everyone in the chat is probably most of the chat, and I couldn't give a fuck. When people go and kill themselves, right? Bear in mind that anyone who my opinion, right? People might dislike this. People who kill themselves are selfish. Ignore that bit, right? But you'll always see them, right? Listen. You'll always see them, right? It's okay and not to be okay. Come and speak to us. No cunt bothers with no cunt. No one bothers with no cunt till they die out.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. No cunt could give a fuck. It's okay saying, "Oh, you can come and speak to me." Would you fuck? You wouldn't speak to no cunt. You're not meant to be like me.
Yeah. True words, isn't it, lad? I know it sounds, but it's true. Real life talk. This, do you know what I mean? That's why I always try to be myself and speak normal talk, mate.
I've always said it.
I know. I say how it is, and that's the way I am. I wouldn't like. I'm not one of them. I just say something. I'll put my cards on the table. I'll tell you how bad life is, how good it is. I'll just say it.
That's right. I'd say if I was to die, right, I can die now. I will never be through that. I've always said it. I'd rather suffer till the day I fucking die.
Don't get me wrong, no, lad. I have been like there a few times before my mum
died.
Yeah,
I've got now against
before my mum died. Yeah, I've never got onto it. How like people could get stressed with it else and think about that, and I get what they mean now because I've looking a few times myself.
Do you know why I look at it like that? Right, I'll be honest with you. Seeing now, right, I went and killed myself. Right, took away my problem. I've got family, children, and I'm leaving that fucking and then that's going to be their problem. I'd literally rather torture myself to the day I die.
Yeah, 100% exactly the same.
And I'm not being nasty because I'll tell you one thing: it does takes a lot of balls to kill yourself.
No, sure, that's spot on what you're saying, mate. I'm exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same. So. You've said it, and I agree 100,000,000%. That's why I've always said it. So I've said it on my live. So you're just basically echoing what I've said. So I'm exactly the same. Yeah, you've got to be in a really, really dark place, man. Because it's not you that, even though you might be in peace, it's the family that you're leaving behind who are going to be in bits for life.
I couldn't do it myself, mate. Like honestly, I would. From 18-year-old, I got. I was 2008. So either 2008 or 2009, I got pancreatitis, and I bet you can't find a worse pain than pancreatitis.
Is it bad? Is it?
I bet no cancer's worse than pancreatitis, but maybe it's pancreatic cancer, and that's not being a dick.
Well, that's a mean you've come out of it, Chuff, haven't you, lad? Do you know what I mean? It's mad, isn't it? We can't write when it's just times. Our lives are all just meant to be. It's weird. We can never write our fucking.
It's the same, when like you end up diabetic. You can't end up type 1 normally. It's normally passed on. My daughter's diabetic because the kid's mother. I ended up diabetic when I was 25 because of fucking me pancreas when I was younger. And that's not type 2, that's type 1. I bet you can't find anyone who, by minimal 1 or 2, who caused it themselves. And that's not thinking I'm big and clever because it's not something I want.
Is that what they said to you? Actually caused it yourself?
Well, I had fucking my pancreas was fucked when I was younger. Wow. But like with my daughter, you'll see where I sit up all night. I don't just sit up because I'm enjoying it. But the other day I changed the machine. My daughter, I waited 2 hours for the blood sugar to come through, and then it came through, it was 2.2. If you felt the blood sugar that's low, you'd understand. You're sitting there, it's fucking horrific. Yeah, and there was one time when I was, my daughter was a reception of first year, where she didn't have the best fucking stuff they can give you. They can give you better stuff than they give people. Her blood sugar went that low, she was fit and she couldn't eat. And now I've got stuff in the fridge where I have to fucking suck it into one thing to another and inject it. And now I fucking shit myself.
Isn't it mad now? Isn't like apps and all that that's like meant to help you out with regards to diabetes and that now?
Do you know what it is? Right, you've got they've got some equipment that's in fucking mint. They just don't give you anything out. Don't get us wrong, I get prescriptions free because I'm diabetic. But you get a Libra where you scan. But my daughter's got stuff there that's continuous, where it'll tell you your blood sugar all the time, vibrates through the fucking floor. And that's why I stay away. When I've got my kids, fuck that. I'm scared of anything happen to my kids.
What would the babies, your kids weight? Our baby was only like £5.
Listen, I'm gonna give you the kids are. It's not taking the piss. My first one, because the kid's mother's diabetic, the baby's always bigger. And the first one was 37 weeks. I can't give the exact day. And he was 9:13. And then the second one, which is my daughter, that's the other way around. My daughter was born first, 9:13. The son was born at 10. I think it was 10:12, and that was at 36 and so many days.
Yeah, our baby was 3.5 weeks early. Yeah.
But when my son was born, I could prove it now. I'm not going to do it because I don't really want to. My son was born not breathing for 16 minutes, and now I had to walk out. I couldn't even look at him when they brought him past. He was in what do you call that?
Incubator.
No, it's a neonatal. Am I thinking wrong?
Oh, right. Yeah, the neonatal ward. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's scared.
Scary, isn't it?
And listen, and then the kid's mother came home, and they'd nicked her bowel and stitched her up, and she ended up with sepsis. And I was sitting there saying to myself, who would I rather live? Why would I even have to think like that? So I had to go to the doctor, and they gave me tablets that knocked me out for 2 weeks while she was in hospital, and the kids were gone. I literally couldn't cope.
But so what have you got to take tablets or insulin? What? How would it?
I'm type 1. I'm type 1 now. I've got fucking the pens. But the kid's mother, and the daughter's got a pump, and they have so you get a Libra, what sticks on you in your scan, but they've got one that's continuous, where it sticks on you and it reads itself.
Wow.
So do you know what pisses me off most about it? I know there's the top equipment that don't give out to anyone.
Yeah, that's the worrying thing about it. Same as cancer. There's a cure, but
yes.
It's going to cost all the pharmaceutical companies
But that's where I see it myself. But do you know the people who donate to cancer charities? They would donate to a cure.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. They would. I would.
Yeah, it's true. And the mad thing about it is there's companies that literally just, which you think are all legit and whatever else, that's a load of bullshit. There's people behind it making dough off it.
Do you know what it is?
There's out there, never going to come out.
How much percentage of a cure, say you donate a tenner now, say cancer research, you'd be lucky if fucking 2% gets it, Emma.
About 50p, they say. Every £10, 50p goes to that. And
so that's a fucking joke.
Company. True that. Honestly. It's mental.
It probably will never be a cure, will it? Because there's too much money involved in it, unfortunately. It's one of them shit situations.
So basically the cure is for cancer, basically don't eat red meat, eat loads of green beans and get on the CBD oil. It's simple as that. Honestly. It really is, but the proper one now. And don't eat red meat, eat green.
I'm having a quick piss, I'll tell you another tale when I get back.
Go on, lad. You're okay, Chris?
Sound, lads. I've been a kip. What's happened?
Oh, you sound fresh as the daisy now, Chris.
That's right, Chris, lad. Feeling good now, mate?
No, I've been asleep most of the day, mate. I've realised what's happened on YouTube.
No, you were on Flavours, wasn't you? But was you
speaking listen, mate, I'm fucking winding you up, but of course I know what happened. But listen to that, mate. Listen to honestly, but it just puts into perspective as my reasons for kicking off were just non-viable.
Yes, I fucking understand when you've got someone saying that like that, because I knew why you flipped. But you know, a quick one while you would change over to Chris. I don't know if it's now the Freeman's Hospital in Newcastle. My father got the base of his tongue removed by a robotic surgery.
Fuck off.
So this obviously they do by robot.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can't remember the doctor's name, but there's robotic surgery in there where they remove that.
What? Fucking hell, I didn't know that, mate.
And do you know the year? I'll get. Do you know if you go for a scan at the hospital?
Yeah.
They don't look at it themselves. They send it to a third party that just ticks a yes, no. My father, for the last year of his life, was complaining. Bearing in mind, 4 years prior to being full cancer surgeries and everything. And obviously, at the end of the 5th year, the doctor ended up looking to his eyes, got it. So he'd had it for a year again, and they stuck a pipe in his throat to try and keep it open. So don't trust. I'm going to tell you anything. Do not trust the scan if you're worried about anything, because it gets sent third party. Make them look at it. I'm telling you.
Sorry, I caught the tail end of that, Shuff. What were you saying there?
What part of it?
Could you, the part about your dad had to get robotic or something?
You get robotic surgery. The Freemans in Newcastle, they took the base of my dad's tongue out. Obviously, when he in his throat. I tell you, when he was at home once, right? He rung me.
I'm still here. I'm smoking. Yeah.
Oh wait, there. Wait, 1 second. One second, I need to hang this up. I'll tell you a tale where he's throat as well.
Yeah.
Where they are, like, where this stuff's ringing. It's.
Anyways.
Oh, fuck's sake. There was one day he rung us and he says, Stephen, come over now. And I only live like round it. You know, when I go to the shop for something, I live that close to him. I was driving around and he was fucking, his throat had burst open. And he was fucking spewing cupfuls and cupfuls of blood.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, in regards to what he said about that, he must have like literally said, listen, we're trying this in regards to like the robot type thing. Surely they must have said to you as well, there could be complications or something.
Every time, no, when he got pneumonia in the year before he died, that's when he was in the oxygen. They rung me and they says, come in and see me. My dad's COPD as well, and I went in and he survived that, and then he kept getting it. Do you know what aspiration is?
Regards to your breathing.
When you inhale something.
Yeah.
That's what ended up sort of that caused that. My mate, like his kids' mother, 23-year-old, they had 2 kids together. She didn't drink. She always got stoned. They went out New Year's Day. She choked on her own sick. I don't know what would be worse. Your kid's mother. See, this is where you can't work it out. And they're 23, honestly.
Life's mad.
And that, listen, do you know what she did? Listen, and that sounds morbid as fuck, but you know the day she done that, where I live, right? Do you know where I've took you to that petrol station for where I've got drink?
Yeah.
You go 500 yards along the road. That's where he lived with at that time. He had woke up while she was choking. The ambulance took 25 minutes to get 500 yards.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
What was the excuse then? Why they were late?
The main ambulance station around this area, I'm at, legit, round about that garage. And that's not taking the piss.
Yeah,
people on here.
Why they were late? Because they've got. What did they say?
It's not a late. It's not a late situation. I don't know.
If it was even if they were quick enough, it wouldn't have changed anything.
I'm telling you, that day I found my dad. How long did it take? Probably 15 minutes. So I pressed his care line when I went in. My dad I'd been dead longer than fucking 15 minutes, but the excuse of when she was there, 23-year-old, they should have been at that house fucking prompto.
That's why life is just literally so precious, mate. That's why I always say, listen.
Correct.
Well, honestly, once we're dead, we can sleep all our lives.
That's what I mean. When people say that when maybe that's you wouldn't die one. In my opinion, I don't care about dying. It's me kids I'm bothered about.
I do, lad. Oh no, lad. I get nightmares about it, lad.
I'm not bothering me.
I'm terrible. I need hypnotising over it or something. I'm bad for it, lad. Oh, it makes me feel sick when I think about it. I'm dead for millions of years. I'm not with.
You know what? And now people have different like realities how life works. You come back as whatever. You come back as this. You see this. And now when I'm dead, I'm going to fucking sleep permanently.
That's it.
Oh no, lad, it's
and that's
scary,
that, see that's.
I wish I thought like that. I can't, lad. I've got a full. Oh, lad, I don't want to be going,
you
lad.
know, I
want to be
God,
here with my daughter forever, lad. It's mad, isn't it?
I believe in God, lads, but do you know what I believe? And sometimes I know this is wrong. Even if you believe in God, I shouldn't be saying this is blasphemous, right? What I'm saying, but what is up above is down below. So are we in hell now? And it's the opposite, really, of what we're actually told. Because once you're dead, you're out there. I think we just go to a permanent sleep, and that just means you're
going to sleep. Masters, you're going to permanent sleep. Do you know what it is, right? If you were to pick, you had to pick. See if someone was going to like hell or heaven. I know for a fact I'm going to hell.
I'd rather be in my sleep. Would you know? So that's my heaven. See, as long as that's it, my heaven would be.
Masters, when you die, you're going to sleep. Imagine being asleep, no dream. You're going to sleep. That's why I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I wish I thought like that. I'm the opposite, lad. Oh, lad, it sends me head scatty to fuck.
I know it's a hard thing to think because we're programmed and we're socially acceptance into like to believe in the Bible, and I do believe in the Bible. I do believe Jesus died on that cross. I don't care what anybody says; he did die on that cross, right? And 500 people witnessed it. They had their own accounts, but at the same time, I'm thinking,
Masters,
is that heaven? You're just in a permanent sleep. Is that heaven? You know what I mean? And that would rather be heaven to me. See, if I was just in a permanent sleep and I wasn't in a bad dream, well, the dreams I get sometimes, I wake up and I'm sweating and I feel as if
it's right.
That's the thing, you know what it is, right? If I had to pick, right? See, you're going to die and you suffer to death and everyone else. I'd rather suffer till the day I fucking die and my kids be fine. That's literally the worst death. As long as my kids are fine, I don't care. I literally don't care about
my wee mum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah. See, I don't have children, so I can understand. But I can see where you're coming from.
It's like regards to like, I know like the saying what we do, but you know, when my daughter like, you know, like not well and all that, and you always say you wish I could take it off you. I wish I could every time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's horrible. I'd rather be sick myself. It's not worse when you die
till,
man. It's fucking horrible.
But Daryl, that's why I stay up when I see my daughter's I didn't rattle through the floor and I'll hear it. But that's why as long as she's fine, I'm fine.
Yeah, but you know when our baby's not well, lad, every minute you're thinking, it's like, there's nothing worse. I'm not asking me being not well for. I couldn't give two fucks. But when our baby's not well, mate, lad, I feel it. And then she's saying, I'm like, it's fucking horrible. It's horrible when your child's ill.
Take it away. I mean, I had to see my wee mum today. My wee mum was in pain, I could tell. She was absolutely no well, and I was sat there, and it just made. I just don't need negativity, you know. And
do you know what it is?
I had to go, but I was wanting to stay, but I had to go because my own brain just could not compute it. So I had to escape it, if you know what I mean. And then I felt bad, and I had to phone her and speak to her. Yeah, man.
You know when my dad was suffering with cancer, right? No word like he didn't want to be here. Yeah, and it was selfish of myself. I would say to him, go and get that surgery. Because of my kids. He always said to me, I want to be a granddad. I made sure he was before he died. And he didn't want to be here, and I'll say, please, Dad. And then yourself, it's selfish. I've sat and thought about this.
It's just the way it's just the way you've handled that.
It is selfish though. I didn't want my dad to die when he didn't want to be here.
There's nothing we can do.
No, I'll be the same, folk. You can
know exactly. Yeah, I know, Darren. Darren's been there. Yeah.
Lad, look at my dad. Yeah. So he went to the hospital. Yeah. He went to the hospital in Liverpool months after months, and he kept saying polyps in his throat. And he went to like one appointment, and this surgeon randomly was over in Liverpool for 2 weeks, and it was him that dealt with my dad this one off occasion. So he said to me, Dad, what do you mean polyps?
I know.
Wait there a second.
What,
Right, ends
what
up
does that
being
mean?
lad.
What does
Ends
that
up being he had throat cancer, lad.
The way there, that's what my dad at first it's really got lymph, the lymph node glands.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad got cut from. Listen,
That's
my
what
dad
happens.
got cut from ear to ear, from one ear under the throat, the other ear.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, Shuff. Honestly,
No, I'm sure
so what happened was my dad, from speaking after fucking 62 years, had to have his whole voice box removed. So when I seen him in the hospital this one day, he had staples all from his ears to his neck.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my dad with you.
Same. And you know what, mate? I've never been there, and I've like crying, but I couldn't cry in front of him. You know what I had to do? I had to get betting slips. He had to write to speak to me. He had staples all over him. I'll never forget it going back from the hospital.
That'll be in the ear. Oh, Darryl,
am I
was
right
it
in believing
ear?
if we the same conversation we had, Darryl, that you said
Yeah,
that they
he had
told
to
you
get all thingy from his cut out skin from his legs and
but they
all
told
that.
you he was fine, didn't they? Told you he was fine, didn't they?
No, he had to remove his voice box. He couldn't speak
No, but
ever
still,
again.
My dad didn't lose his voice box.
The
He got cut.
NHS said
I'm
no,
gonna send you a picture,
and
Darryl.
then you walk back in thinking everything was going to be all right, and then they hit you with that.
So get on this. So my dad got that. Obviously, he's so pissed off. He was never the same man after that. You know, writing on betting slips to speak because he loved the bevy and all that. So he had to write on his betting slip and write bevies, and it changed him forever. What happened was we got him all his CPD oil, the proper one. Got rid of it. COVID come. He's like, yes, I'm back and all that. Obviously, he had the buzzer, you know, for his neck. Got on this. He kept saying he didn't get COVID once. So we booked his 65th birthday, which is last year, for July, which he was going to be 65 on the 16th of July. So he kept going, yes, I've got over COVID. Thank God. I thought I was going to die over COVID. He ended up fucking, this is last year, in the April. I just made sure to say it anyway. So I was in bed, and then my phone was on charge. I don't even know why I left my phone on charge on silent in the kitchen. I woke up in the middle of the night. I must have got like a drink or whatever, or had a smoke or something. I looked at my phone. I thought, well, my dad's partner's rang 5 times there. I said to my bird, she went, that's weird. Rang again. Lucky enough, while I had the phone, I was going to ring it anyway. Your dad's he was in a boozer. So the last time I spoke to my dad at 11:15, he said, son, we're going to a lockdown over the road in the clock, which is on Wavertree Road. I went, is like Dad? He went, yeah, lockdown, son, getting on it. I went, is like Dad? So I spoke to the hospital. My dad's partner said, oh, Daddy, he just collapsed to the floor. But he put his thumb out before he left the boozer. I rang the hospital. He went, no, everything be sound. I said, no, I'm coming up now. He went, no, everything's sound. Got a phone call at 7 o'clock in the morning going, you need to get here now. I went, shit. Went to the hospital. They went, we'll put you there. We'll bring in the tissues for you now. I went, what do you mean? They went, I went, what? They went, I will bring the tissues in now. I went, what? I went, and the surgeon come in and said, fortunately, he's had a bleed on the brain overnight. You need to stay by the hospital. So one of my dad's, my cousin with his niece lived not far from the hospital. Got a phone call a few hours later. Can you come immediately? Surgeon come out, had a chat, and said, listen, you need to switch this off, lad. In the space of fucking me dad being a scouser on it, partying, he just made up that he just tin-hatted someone in pool and that in the boozer, saying, son, lockdown over the road. Lad, he had to switch his life support machine off. Just like that.
Do you know when people are on about cancer in the family, right?
Just
I watched my granddad die in front of us. All the family was there. And between my dad's side, me nana, granddad, me dad, auntie, uncle, and uncle, so 6 of them on one little side in 2 generations have been riddled with.
It's mad how it works through the family, isn't it?
See, I don't believe you. You know where people say you smoke or you drink? I don't believe that. I just believe
people go at 28 and they've never smoked or drank in their life.
If it's for you, it's not getting by you. Aye, that's what I believe. I mean, like you just said, people smoke, drink all their life, and they last longer than some of the people who have actually lived a clean living all their life. So, like, how do you make your mind up? You know what I mean? How you make it?
I just believe it's unlucky.
You just got to live your life and be happy and try.
Well, you know the mad thing scenario regards to like I've got a different view regards to the COVID. Mine's totally different. I've never seen, with COVID, never seen my dad so much in all my life. Because COVID and all the booze was shut and all that. I'd never seen him so much. He was here nearly every day. And when we speak about COVID or else, I was one of the lucky ones that I'd seen my dad every day, and we were just having a little bevy in ours, and he knew when to be quiet because obviously worked from home, and I was one of the lucky ones. And so we set a party up for the 65th. He was so made up that COVID had ended. And that's all he said. Let me get through COVID. Obviously, regard to getting over cancer in the throat. And he fucking died of something else. Just couldn't write that shit, could you? Do
you know my mother still not got over the COVID thing? She's still scared to get out the door. She's still, because she's got a bad chest.
He was my best mate, man. No joke.
Same with me, like me, mum is like back to back, and my mum's still scared to get out the door even now. And I'm like, Mum, everything's all right. You can go back out, and she's just scared to get out, man. She's just still scared to get out the door.
Yeah,
and it's just bringing more illness to her because she's got edema where her legs fill up with like. Her legs are like swelling up because she's not active as she used to be, and it's dead hard to get her active. You know what I mean? It's hard, man.
Honestly.
Especially our loved ones, you know what I mean? It's all one talking to somebody, you know what I mean, that your friends and that, but when it comes to your loved ones, who you know what I mean, your personal family, that's a different kettle of fish altogether, isn't it?
Maybe Pa, he made from America. Loves his boxing. I'll go for tough fight, Alex, but I'll go for Parker maybe, no surprise if Ryder wins on points, but I reckon Parker could actually stop him, no joke. Big up to you, Alex, lad. All the way from fucking California.
Oh, would be more video. Is this more real life talk? What's the chat thinking?
No, the brilliant chat, mate. That's the good thing about ourselves. Just put our cards on the table. It doesn't have to be fucking beef.
I'm not. Honestly, you're like me. I can't give a fuck, man. I've seen everything.
I'll do live and just say about like how many of
you. See a good note with this big smiling face.
I'm just saying how it is.
Let's not just laugh. Fuck it. Who cares? This is just life. We've just got to deal with it.
My real name's on me fucking YouTube. I've got nothing to hide.
Everyone's got my name and everything.
I'll say it. If I say my life's brilliant,
God bless each and every one of you, man. You're always in my prayers, and I mean that.
The thing is, I don't see. I'm 32. I don't think most people understand. Like I say, I'm not normal. I've seen more things than anyone will see.
Not.
Yeah, Mom. You're more normal than you think, sure. You're
the same as me.
You're a special person, brother, and that's me just talking to you.
So basically, it's mad. I know money like period, but lad, it's mad to realise I've got no mum, no dad, no nan or granddad.
Mate, I have no one who. Well, my kids.
I'm in the same boat, Daryl. No grandparents, no mum and dad.
How many people do I need? Do you know if like someone offers me help? See, I'll help you do that. I'll do it myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. Fuck all that. I'll do it me honestly. But people are like, oh no, but you're going through. Nah.
That's narcissism.
I don't need
it.
I'll sort it out myself somehow.
Yeah, that's the thing. So when people try and comfort you, people come here when my dad died.
Oh, you hate all that.
And I
hate all that, you know,
fucking get away from it.
It's
leave me alone.
It's crazy all that. Even though they're trying to help, I hate that. I'll sort it myself somehow.
That's honestly, I'd rather not be nasty. Like,
no,
I don't. Honestly, the last time I choked was the day my dad died.
In the end, and it's usually the people they pop up.
I know what they mean well, but I mean, you should know what I'm about. I don't like all that.
They can't mean well-meaning though. They don't understand my brain works different. Sounds similar to yours, Daryl. To be honest.
Man, lad, you wouldn't have a clue of me, though, but like, trust me, lad, and I get regards to when people saying, nah, I'll deal with it myself and that, and people like, yeah, but no, I won't, don't need that, and whatever else. Unfortunately, not being honourable to you, but listen, I can sort it. I've got a daughter.
Because we're hard bastards.
Do you know what it is? People want to be around people. I hate people.
Yeah, you know what the problem is, though? It's the ones who, if they've never been, no one on the planet. I'm probably the only person out of just 7 billion people. I'm probably 1% of the whole of the world that have ever. I'd love to meet someone who can speak to me in my person and go CPR on your own mum and turn your dad's life support machine off. There's probably only about 200 people out of 7 billion that's done that, and I'm one of them.
See, when I found my dad, I knew he was dead. Like, so it was sort of.
New Year's Day.
Well,
fucking hell, man.
The reason why I do it well, keep myself to myself, is, you know, it's defensive mechanism at the end of the day. I don't want to be dealing with other people's emotional states.
See, I'm not emotional. You know what it is? I thought.
I'm ashamed.
Big up.
You know what it is?
Big up the cappuccino you missed.
Oh, I'll tell you a tale the other week, right? There's a lad, right? Bearing in mind, he's about 3-4 years older than me, and he died. He was a pisshead, and he'd been in and out of rehab, and everyone I knew was saying, "Oh, rest in peace." I could show you the paper article now. When he was about 19, he tried to fucking fondle someone who was 16. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck. Stop telling me that. I deserve to die. And that's nowhere. I'll put the name up now if you just want to do it. I'm not feeling sorry for any bastard. I don't even feel sorry for myself.
100% Shuff. And you know what? People mightn't get that. I get that completely. Lad, I deal, you know, with
I feel like putting his name up now just to prove it.
Lad, I deal with motorcycle accidents, you know, where like the fatalities, and people go, "Oh, how'd you deal with that?" It's like, why would I give a fuck about like someone, nothing against them, but someone I don't know when I've got no fucking family left myself? How could I? Do you know what I mean? Why would I like?
But you do a fantastic job, mate. Remember that. Remember, you're doing a fantastic thing. You're
I cheer them up, lad. I'm in a mess all the time, lad, but I'm cheering people up in the hospital bed. They've just lost the left leg or right leg, and that's what I do. I'd rather give it right out than fucking take it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm quite.
Like being a nurse or a doctor, though, innit? You've got to detach yourself away from, like I said, the emotional side of it. You know, you end of the day, you do your job.
Mad like that, though, lad. I'll deal with it myself, type thing. I know people try and help, but they can't.
No,
you haven't been through my life. You haven't been through my life. How would they know? They can't help my life. Not against them to try and help, but how would they know what I'm feeling? I haven't got a clue.
Do you know what pisses me off more, right? Let us finish this. Right? Someone can train to try and learn someone not to be fucked up when they've been through nothing at all. They've had the perfect life.
Exactly. The same with Dave Smithers when he was saying about with regards to, Dave wouldn't mind me saying, Dave likes this, where he was getting like help, but he's getting someone that's 19 years of age who's like never had to, not even had a drink or a smoke in their life. Trying to give him advice.
Yeah.
They've never smoke or a bevy in their life.
That's right. Honestly, this is why I would never open myself to any bastard.
No.
Can you imagine talking to some little fucking gimp, right?
Exactly.
I'm not even a day. Fuck off, leave me alone. I'll go home and sort myself out.
Definitely don't get me wrong. My family always say, "No, I need to keep counselling that." Now,
do you know what it is, right? I'm more for mentally unstable probably than a lot of people, and I've never took a fucking prescription fucking nut job tablet ever.
I've never
got out against it. My issue is my fucking issue.
Do you know what? I've had 5 different workers, right? In the last
never had none.
3 years.
Everything you said tonight, shove 100% straight back at you. And tonight to speak to someone that had exactly the same as me. Go on, Chris.
Do you know, lads? Do you know I've had 5 different workers, right, within the last 3 years, and all of them are like birds that I would chat up in a dancing if I was out at fucking clubbing it or raving it, and I'm thinking, she doesn't know me, man. She's writing down her wee notes. They get their, oh man. And I'm
can you get advice of someone that's never been through what you're going through? How is that possible?
Every time they change their staff,
fuck
every time they change their staff,
leave me alone. Do you know what it is, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to see now. How do you put them doctors that on English, right? I'm not even being a nasty bastard. They have no comfort on this fucking earth for any of us.
No.
I'm telling you now, I went and seen one.
Right? I've got to pour my heart out again and start again because your last worker doesn't have my work in front of her or everything I've said to my last worker. So they say, no, we like taking a fresh look on it. And I'm thinking, so I've got to fucking go over all the bullshit in my life again that makes me feel as if I want to go and use drugs or drink or alcohol or whatever substance. But these 5 different workers I've had to build a rapport again with because the staff changes, but they don't even have a fucking file on me for the last time.
You need someone, if someone's going to come out to you, Chris, you need someone that's literally just been through, gone through, and who's clean for fucking the last 5 years, who's been through it.
You know, I've come up with myself. I'm going to do it myself.
Never had a fucking drug or a smoke in their life. That's madness.
I'm going to do it myself.
I'll tell you, you can't even look at it that way, right? You know when my dad died, right? I stopped drinking 2015, I think it was. I stopped drinking for 7 years. 7 years fully, and I hadn't been out for 8 years. And I'd stopped drinking for 5 years. Until November gone, right? The last time I went out drinking for 8 years, it was a Blackout Friday. Just gone 8 years, gone Blackout Friday. A lad glassed me on the side of my head. She was pregnant with me second child, and I smashed his chair off his head. I'd have killed him that day if I hadn't got pulled off. And then I'd stopped smoking. I hadn't smoked or drunk for 7 years until November gone. And bearing in mind, when I was younger, I went on that many benders, I ended up with pancreatitis when I was 18, 19-year-old.
You remind me of my wee cousin. He's the exact same.
Didn't bother me though. And do you know what pisses me off, right? Do you know when people say stop drinking? Mate, I was drinking fucking 2 litres of vodka a day, man, when I was that age. I'm telling you, the hardest thing I ever found to stop was smoking. And I stopped smoking for 5 years until I started about 3 months ago. I'm going to quit. I'm quitting the marriage. It's costing us 20 odd quid a day. And it's a fucking scumbag game. But people don't understand unless they've been through it. No one realize. I'm 32, yeah, and I'm not taking the piss. I've had a harder life than most people.
You've lived a life. You're old school.
But you're still here, though, mate, and you've still got a beautiful kid, mate. So
that's I know, but that would seem you when you've lost everyone. You've
count our blessings,
daughter, mate. Even though I've lost every part of my family, type thing.
You know what it is, Darryl? My dad, my dad together would never cry together. But I knew how strong he was and how strong I was.
Yeah, my dad would, yeah.
And me and my dad argued many times.
Do you know something?
Yeah, of course.
It's all right. It's all right to cry.
That was normal, though. That's that and son, man. You love it. You know what I mean? And
I was there. I used to have to go there and set a fucking food machine up, man, every day.
Shove she bottling up she grief.
I was pushing these fucking tablets into him through the stomach and everything. Yeah, honestly, is that.
But I'm
not trying to play sympathy because I'm not a sympathy person.
Man.
Lad, it's just normal to speak and talk, lad. It's
good. Thank you for sharing that, my fish. Honestly, I appreciate that, man.
My mum was just literally like two absolute fucking shocks right on the shock of all shocks. Me dad,
yeah, I didn't expect me to die that day.
Even though he was 64, he went to like a festival about 3 weeks before. And he loved the thing. With regards to while I was speaking, with regards to my mum, yeah. So, so I literally with my ex-partner like for years, 12, 13 years. So split up, and then I moved into my mum's, which is brilliant. So it was the first time in the October. It was the first time ever, like literally, where I was in my mum's, for Christmas, all that. I'd finished this contract with this company on Christmas Eve. So it was like, wow, yeah, it sounds in my mind, Christmas dinner and all that, because we used to go either in ours, where we used to live, and then all my nans. So I thought, sound, yeah. So I got a new job straight away, regards to obviously my CV. So I was starting a new job on the 11th of January. So this night I thought, you know what? I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight. Don't know why. Sleeping on the couch tonight. And I heard rumbling about 3:30 in the morning. I said, what's my man's fella doing there? He's the fucking loony. And he then shouted, Darrow. Lads went upstairs, mate, and my mum was literally just blue and frozen. I was like, oh. I was ringing on your phone. He was on the phone to the ambulance. So I had to do CPR. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? She was only 55, my mum. Normal. I was speaking to her all day the Sunday before, making her the tea, obviously having a laugh. She was funny, my man. I have a little spliff and I have Pink Floyd on, and just like that, like that.
My dad was born 61.
Just like that. And the mad thing about it, which still kills me to this day, I'll never forget it. Being the next of kin was the worst one, because I've got to speak to the coroner, on both reports.
I sorted that all out with my brother and my dad.
Yeah, so get on this, Shuff. Get on this. This was the killer. So obviously this is the Monday. I'm obviously I was chopping trees up and all that with this axe that I used to fucking, and so I opened the letters on the Thursday. It was only a letter from the hospital saying you're due to come in. It was only a week and a half later, because you're 55.
Don't, Darryl.
If my mum would have stayed alive, yeah.
Darryl, I got a phone call.
Lad, it still kills this day. If she had stayed alive, we always speak about this. If she'd have stayed alive for a week and a half later, the hospital might have found something that we don't know about. What happened with my mum? Her lungs just both collapsed in her sleep, and she was gone. Just like that.
Jesus.
Just like that.
When you got it, Darryl, do you know when you're on about? You got a phone call. Obviously, my dad being on. Obviously, they put you on. Back then it was day earlier, wasn't it? And had someone come out of his house, assess him. He's lying in his bed in the fucking sit room, only about hardly to talk. And he had died Sunday as bad around me. And they were trying to have a conversation. I says, leave me fucking alone.
Yeah, mate.
Well, do you know what? See my gran, right? My gran got dementia, and her bowel, she had a collapsed bowel, and because she was 82, they sent her home rather than keeping her in hospital when she should have been kept in hospital. So they sent her home with a collapsed bowel. She was shitting all over her house. She wasn't the same woman she was. None of my family were never there to be seen. No, I'm a recovering drug addict, so I stay local, and I felt as if it was all on me, and I made it all about myself. Now I realise I was being selfish. But do you know what all we got? Was a letter from the local council saying, in regards to your mum, this was to my mum, right? My mum didn't look for I usually look for the mail, and I was like, Mum, you better go and see this letter. The council's want to see Gran's care. And it was two sentences, right? So I called in my auntie, my family, we all got round. We went to the local housing, see if my gran didn't own her own house, see if she was up in Postal Park in Glasgow or in Govan Hill or wherever I come from. She'd have got left to her own devices and died in her own home. But no, because my granny had money, they were right in there. No, our care's better than yours, all the rest of it. Before we knew it, we had because she hadn't put in steps for her will or anything. we didn't have any say in what home she went to or whatever. They took her right out of our hands into their care. She lasted less than a year in their care. We spent
Masters, if your family's dying, any relative, you make sure that that name of that property or anything's transferred to someone else.
My gran was old school Glasgow Italian.
You've got to.
You know what I mean? So it was a hard one. Like we were trying to convince her for years. Like she used to say in Italiano, she would say, "I want to die in my own house. I no go nowhere, no hospital, right?" And they used the language barrier against her. They used her language barrier against her, and they took her out of our care, which was keeping her alive. She was 82. She was on her way out. See, now that I look at it, she was on her way out. So, but at the same time, should we not had a decision? Should we have not been given the rights to her finances since we were her family, even though she hadn't written a will? No, the government got their hands on it and more or less stole a lot of her inheritance, basically. In a nutshell.
We'll get on this then, regards to, because I didn't even know I was next to kin yet, regards to my mum, yeah. So I got a phone call, a 151, obviously, on my mobile. I thought, the fuck's that? Obviously, it can't be asked speaking to anyone. They rang again. So they said, I Daryl, in regards to your mum's age, only being 55, they said, oh, you're next to kin. I went, what does that mean? They went, oh, I went through it, well, you basically got to sort everything. I was like, what? So what they said is, because your mum was that young, we've got to have permission off yourself because your mum was that young. We need to cut her open a bit, to find out exactly what happened. I went, lad, I'll cut you up, you cheeky cunt. I went, who are you? And lad,
explain to a copper.
And based, long story short, someone else rang me. They must have rang someone, and then they rang me back. Lad, imagine taking a phone call like that. Do you know what I mean? And I went, wow.
Listen, I'll tell you the tale. I'll tell you a coffin. When you go to a funeral, the coffin prices.
Yeah.
I'll open my old Facebook just to prove that I'm not lying, mate.
No,
my dad was my dad obviously knew he was ill. I bought my dad's coffin. I was between me dad told us that we bought it from the maker. It was under £1,000. You buy it from the funeral place is $3, and that coffin I got dropped at my house where I'm at now and took to his house in my car, and that was in his house 2 years. And I'll get a picture for you to prove it.
No, that's
don't do it, Shuff.
People just don't.
No, he wasn't dead. Obviously, he wasn't dead in it.
You don't need to
bought that coffin.
You're speaking for your heart.
Listen, everyone who's listen to what I'm saying. Do not go through a funeral place for a coffin. Go find a maker. That's it. There's one in Morpeth. If anyone's in the northeast.
Yeah, there's loads. Yeah.
And it's I literally paid under £1,000, and everyone charged me $3, and I had the coffin been in his house 2 years.
Funny you say it, right? See, when my gran was in their care, right? She wanted her own chair that she sat on for years. So we tried to get. I said, right, I'll organise a van. I'll get the chair up, gran. All the rest of it. They wouldn't have it. They were what? All we had to do. We had a catalogue, right? They were given, and we had to buy a chair for my gran, and my gran wanted a reclining chair, so it cost us like a mint, like $2.5 grand or something for a chair.
Yeah.
And we're like, she wants her own fucking chair, man. What is it?
Yeah, for funerals, mate, you're paying anything. It was just like you don't even think about nothing back then. Your head's
it's not about the money. It's about the principle that she saved. The principle she saved that for her family. Her best wishes was her family got that money, not some conglomerate big company who, you know what I mean, who they said that their care was better. When she only lasted a year in their care. See, she was on in her own house. She probably lasted a couple of years more, but she was on her way out. So I can't. Now that I look back on it, she did need professional care. Her bill was hanging out. You know what I mean? It's one of the ones, mate. So now we were being selfish as a family, but at the same time, we're only showing our love, mate. We're only being a loving family. Or anybody else.
Hi,
Hey, Miles.
hi everyone. Hiya. Just while we're on this, so it is LPA, lasting power of attorney. So it's health and welfare and finances. I was looking, my mum's 85, going for assessment on Monday. But
you okay?
I've done so well not to.
Go on.
I've listened to panels.
Yeah.
And it's so hard in the last week.
Oh, yeah.
And just listening to this sometimes.
Everything for a reason, remember.
But my mum, what I've come on to say is I'm lucky because my mum has worked all her life, and while she had the capacity, she did put a funeral thing. I know it's all things we don't like to talk about, but she has put things in place. And funnily enough, just before COVID, when her health deteriorated. So we're very lucky in that.
That's it, Mouse. It's thinking about like life is like tough and it just twats you, regards like certain bad things. But I mean,
and I do think like when you in your 30s, 40s, when I was in my 20s, I got my first day, I was 25. I'm going to have kids and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you put every insurance that is going, and one of them is life insurance. And then as life progresses, things may change in your life. So you think, well, I don't need that one. I don't need that one. You know, but my mum is kept it. She's only now got state pension. But she's, like I said, she's worked all her life. She's brought me and my brother up to work. We've done paper rounds. We've washed up in care homes. We've done everything. You know what I mean? We've luckily been in a job we haven't sailed through, just like on a given payment, if you like. So I'm lucky in that way. But it's just while you were talking, it's very, and you don't realise, do you? Especially you, Darren, because you saw you still like young and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't think of like what's going to happen tomorrow, or somebody's going to happen. It's not like my mum's going to give me thousands of pounds. What mum's done, which I know now because I'm LPA, is I know her funeral because of my mum. She sorted it, and I think it might be a generation, and I do think it's people in our 40s, 50s, and including some of you in your 30s need to start, even though it's boring subjects, but I do think it's something you've got to think about sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
You know,
with regards to yourself, then, Mouse, it's brilliant regards, obviously we're speaking about it all night tonight. It's regards to like you've got this beautiful like personality, and that's from your mum now. You know, regards to like, so no matter what for the life to come many years later, you'll always be blessed because like having like looking after, and we know obviously you struggle going up there all the time, this, that. Be proud of yourself regards to like.
Oh, there was a train strike today, so I couldn't get up there. So I'm going up on Monday. There's an assessment anyway, see how my mum's getting on and stuff. But I do think she needs to be in a care home now. As much as she's been independent and she's rubbed that off on me.
Mistake you made. But can I say, sorry to interrupt,
but we've all experienced different things, haven't we, in our life? And sorry for getting upset then. I was just listening, and I mean, so many people like yourselves have lost people, and I saw in the chat as well. I know her story. And
Mouse, what do you regard this is my thought on it, right? I think say you want to give your children what you've worked for hard and they've all worked for as a family, because that's what a family does, right? A proper family
that's
does.
the reward for it. Last hour and a half, with shuffling and whatever else, before being just thingy, put our cards on our tables about our losses, to be honest.
Yeah, man. But Darryl, what do you think about this? Do you think that we should give? I think we should give our children their inheritance before. I think. See, my best advice to anyone, right? See, if, luckily I've got no children, right? And that, do you know, a lot of people think, oh, he's a weirdo. He's got no kids. Why is he in that age? Do you know? I've decided not to have any kids because my life is in so much turmoil. I wouldn't bring a child into this world the way my life was. Maybe now that I'm a bit older, I don't know, right? But if I had any sort of inheritance, I would give the inheritance I would give the power of attorney to someone who is next to kin. They don't realise that's so important, because see, when it comes to it, the government get their hands on it, and then it just all goes to the duchy in the end.
Just from my experience, like I say, it's especially around the legalities, because I've had a right escapade with legalities of my mum's situation. I recommend anyone that's got any legalities done in COVID, just make sure they're done right.
Yeah,
because that's where it fucked up for my mum. You know, she did her will, she did her wishes, and everything was signed and everything. And just because my mum was going through chemo, she couldn't have the witnesses physically present in her house. And because of that, they was not physically present. Basically, the will was null and void.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at right there. That's what I'm getting.
Did they not think of doing it on Zoom at that point?
No, they didn't. The will writer didn't inform her to do it in this way. They didn't inform us to do this way.
Small print.
And because of my family, obviously, as soon as money's about, you know, they made it null and void. So, and that's what's cost me 15 grand in solicitors, because I've been fighting for my mum's wishes. And you know, 15 grand pissed up the wall, basically, all because of my family. It's not just the government that will fuck you over; it's also families as well.
Your family, yeah. You see, I don't know, when my mum put that funeral planning, my mum had capacity, and Adam was there. I weren't there as much, but just before COVID, I was there, and that's when I started going more. Then I was with my partner. Then we split up in New Year, so that's when I started traveling every single weekend. And so it was all in place, and I haven't got that money to sort of fight that and stuff. But
you know, it was nothing to do with the money.
People need to do that with regards to when the loved ones who were still here and whatever else. Just don't even think about like the money side things. Just
no, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. It was nothing to do with the money. It was the fact my gran's wishes was we were to get that money. We didn't see a penny.
Yeah, it's root of all evil is money.
Cravings are one happiness.
You know, end of the day, it was her wishes. She could divvy it up the way she wants. She could have given it to her.
Yeah.
You know, she could have given it to a dog zone for all our fucking care.
Yeah, as long as you got it. And
so what happened in the end, Big G? What happened?
Everything has to be agreed to intestacy, so everything has to be split evenly between all the 6 children. Like I said, 2 of the children just weren't in my mum's life at all. You know, she had a reason as to the way that she divvied it all up. You know, me and my sister was like her main carers, and I saw my mum every day. She was like, I was the baby of the family, basically. So I was mummy's boy. But yeah, it was just like I say, as soon as she got ill and going through chemo, that's when the cat started sniffing about and started coming back after like years of not seeing her.
This is the last thing I'm going to say on the matter, but I want to say this: it was nothing to do. But see, my story is nothing to do with the money. It was my gran's wishes that she died in her own home, and she didn't get to do it. She bought her own home to die in her own home, but no, they took her away from us, even though they thought her care was better or whatever. That's what bugged me more than anything.
Yeah,
so, Chris, legally, did they have the rights, if you like, in writing then?
Yeah, what happened was,
for her welfare?
What happened was, right, because my gran was Italian, right, the language barrier they used against her, they sent us one letter saying we had to come round as a family. I showed my mum that. We all turned up, my mum's sisters. My mum's got 3 sisters. So they didn't expect a man to be there, right? So when I turned up, they plucked a social worker out of some other meeting to come up in the local building in Troon where I live. Remember, we're from Glasgow, we've moved down this way, so that's another story. It's like, this place is mad, right? It's a small town, small village mentality. So they all know each other. So they plucked this guy in to come in. I put a recording device on the table. I've still got the CDs there, but they were pointless. I went and took them to a lawyer and everything. There was nothing we could really do because I didn't tell them I was recording them.
Yeah.
And see what he did here. He was appalled. He was appalled in the way they dealt with it. But there was nothing. We didn't. All we wanted was a decision and where my gran went. No, where they put her, miles away from us. Where her carers, who me and my mother were her carers, but they moved her away out in the middle of the boonies, out in the middle of nowhere. So how were we meant to get there? I don't drive. My mum doesn't drive, so we were stuck in a rock and hard place. We didn't. Then they put her in a ward because she was Italian, a language barrier. They put her in a ward with all the real Noel people. Do you know what I mean? And I went up and I went to visit my gran. I said, excuse me, why is my gran in this ward? She's sitting in that ward and there's old men. The old man was walking about, he was not well. And he was feeling up old women and all that. But, you know what I mean? And I was like, see if that happens to my gran, you do know what I'm going to come in here and do. I'm going to get a wheelchair and I'm going to walk my gran right out of here. Not one of you are going to do anything about it. The next day they got her own room and all that, but then I just
but the thing is, you had to do that
you
had to make that effort to do that, didn't you? In a way,
because they seen her as a foreigner. They seen her as like my gran was Italian, European, not. They seen her like they were called. One of the nurses called her Pakistani one day, and I'm not racist whatsoever because I come from an immigrant background. But one of them called her a Pakistani, right? And I lost.
Calling a Pakistani, Chris, is
it's not
racist, by the way. Can I just say that is
that is it. But it's not like. Do you get what I mean? I know. I'm not saying it. But they were calling it. I was like, you're calling my gran. My gran's a European. She's from Italy. She's not a Pakistani.
Do you know
what I mean? It was just horrible experience that I do not wish it on anyone.
So basically, leading it on a positive note, then. Just making sure we enjoy every minute of every second of this life. You know, honest to God.
We've got
to. Blessed to be breathing, man. Honestly,
man.
We're here to tell a story for a reason, so we are blessed, aren't we? So my thing is just think of lives. Think half glass full, half glass empty. No, think overflowing. Do you know what I mean? And really just love life. Trust me. So that's why I'm going to end it on a positive note.
Cherish what you've got at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's been an unbelievable live, unbelievable panel, unbelievable chat. Thank you so much, every single one of you in the chat and the panels. Honestly, let's just leave on a positive note. That
man. God bless you. Let's count our blessings and not our losses.
Our blessings. That's the one.
That's the one.
We can't change what happened yesterday. We can't
forget all the God stuff. Count our blessings. Count the things we have in life. You know what I mean?
Can't change yesterday. We can't change what's happening tomorrow.
That's
how we're going to live.
Yes.
So big up, love everyone. Thank you, Mouse. Thank you, Big G. Thank you,
Cheers for having us on, mate.
Thank you all.
That's
been on everyone. Thank you to chat. Always brilliant live, brilliant positivity, brilliant real life stories. Put on the table, speak, put our cards on the. You know what? our heart on our sleeves, and it's brilliant to just like speak, because
it's an honest panel
we're terrible for
it.
So it's nice to actually speak. So big love, good night everyone.
Good
I'll see
night,
you on
friend.
obviously straight over on Expos actually. So big love for you.
Count our blessings, count our blessings, people. Big up the channel. Good night.
Thank you so much, people.
God bless, Big G. See you later.
Ta-da.